Banned on Facebook Live. We are bro Plata.
Because of you.
I know. I'm pissed about that.
I'm pissed about that you can something that you put on your personal page can fuck all of us. That shouldn't be a thing. Like, I wouldn't have signed up for that in the beginning if I knew that was going to happen, because I knew you would fuck us eventually if I knew that was something that could happen.
It was for something good, too. That's the thing. Like, it was for something really good. And they block my ass. And until literally 2022, we cannot stream on Facebook. I think it's another 2 weeks of this shit. No, we've already reached 8. We're over 8 days. So we got like a week left, I think. We're almost to 2 weeks.
You need to behave yourself. All right.
Dude.
We need to be able to stream on all the platforms we can stream on. We don't want to go over to Rumble. I know that's what you want. I know what you're doing. I know you're secretly trying to sabotage the show, so we have to go to Rumble. I want
that sweet. Hey, Republicans love MMA too, sir. You heard how they reacted to Donald Trump.
They can watch here. They can watch here or on Facebook or whatever. It's fine.
Most Republicans don't have YouTubes.
They get their news from YouTube, dude.
This is kind of true.
As Brett Terhune said, they graduate MAGA yell loudly from YouTube University.
Oh, that was a horrible interview, by the way, on Compound between Brett Terhune and Anthony. Did not go that well. But yeah, no.
Why? What was that?
No, just they didn't mesh well, and it just wasn't. Yeah, it just wasn't a good interview.
He was on. Dr. Ken. What's his name? Dr. Ken. The actor, Dr. Ken. What's his last name?
I have no idea.
You know what I'm talking about. Fucking
Dr. Ken.
Yeah, the actor who's in
Ken Jeong.
Ken Jeong. Yeah. Hangover. Yeah. No, he was on him and Joel McHale's podcast, and he was great on that.
Yeah, but they're liberal. They can do a lot more, and then Anthony opens the mouth, and it becomes other shit, and I don't know. It just wasn't that good of an interview, to be honest. If Dave Landau would have been there, would have been great.
When was this?
Like a couple months ago.
Well, I think Brett's hilarious, so it wasn't Brett's fault. Moving on.
But we're banned from Facebook live for a little while. I think I was supposed to be a 30-day. I was supposed to actually be restricted for 30 days. And it ended up just being 3 or 21 for posting about Malala Yousafzai, who's a legitimate female rights hero in the Muslim world. She stands up for all the abuse that happens and everything like that in the Middle East for women. She graduated college about 2 months ago. 2 fucking months. And it said on the top of it, this will make the Taliban mad. It was from the Daily Mail in England. And I get a fucking 3-week ban from any live streaming or advertisements.
Well, dude, the Taliban probably has a lot of money and Meta. All right. They probably have a lot of land in the metaverse.
It's probably true, to be honest.
Well, then just, know your audience and behave, to be made. Just be the person they want you to be. Be the person they want you to be, so we can stream on their platforms. All right, just be quiet.
No.
Yes. Either that, or we'll just take you off as an admin. We're gonna take you off as an admin on Facebook. Then one or the other. Either you behave, or we're gonna disassociate.
I created the profile, bitch.
Yeah, but now you lose. Listen, remember when they fired Steve Jobs from Apple? They fired Steve Jobs from Apple at one point. Listen. So what's going to happen to you? We're going to have to disassociate ourselves from you so we can keep streaming. It's either that or you behave, one or the other.
I do look like a young Papa John, so it's definitely
Jesus.
It would make sense, to be honest with you. I'll eat just as much pizza as he did. I will not be on the show for.
Will you say the N-word as much as he did? Like, didn't he say he's been saying it his whole life? He's like, I just can't stop with cold turkey. He's like, I've been saying it forever.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you've been told not to the entire time, basically. Maybe not the entire time, but most of the time.
I love the fact that technically the board got him back by making Shaq the spokesman.
Got you. Not only is a black guy, we found the biggest black guy we could find. Hi, everybody. This is Bro Plata, episode 120. We're going to do our end of year award show, the Platas today.
Platas!
But we're talking right now about Shaq's blackness.
And how it is a wonderful thing.
Speaking of Shaq's blackness,
there's no way that guy has the general car insurance. This is what I'm saying. And there's no way.
I don't know.
He's the one guy who gets covered if it is. There's like everyone else's policy, and then the one policy for Shaq that actually has coverage.
Everybody else is like a card that just says good luck on it.
And they sent IOUs.
Right. But like I was saying, how comfortable are you, Tim, with saying the kicker's name from the Cleveland Browns right now?
Not at all, man. I was looking at that, and I'm like, how do you? What? Every time Joe Buck said it, I laughed. I mean, listen, you've got to pronounce it Nagar, like Jabbar, Nagar. But I was really hoping Joe Buck was gonna like throw a hard double G in there.
Hard R, just for good measure.
Are we done with him because he missed an extra point? Like, listen, you look at the Browns. Most of the Browns games they lost, the close ones. Like, if we had a kicker, we win most of these games. Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm just stuck on his name, and certain people have said they don't feel comfortable saying his name. So he's
spelled Naggar. Like that.
Comes
South
from
Park
a long
episode.
line of
People
lippy
who annoy
wives.
Maybe people who annoy you. The answer was naggers.
Yeah, I just saw his name and I would not be the first.
I am happy that Joe Buck had to be the first one to dance around that one.
Who was the guy from Cincinnati?
Tom Brenneman?
Yeah, yeah. Have him say it now. I think
might as well.
That's how he gets back into the majors. You have to say this name on air.
I like, Anyway, if someone's gonna take the bullet, might as well be him, right? So he's already down and out anyway. He's already canceled. He can't be double canceled. So it's
just don't show his games in San Francisco. That's all you have to do.
You mean the never mind. The thing,
it's
Thomas,
you
remember what he said? You remember what he said, Tom Brenneman?
Oh my God!
Well, he came in after break in a Reds game with a hot mic and said that city is the blank capital of the world, and that blank was a word that starts with F. And he said it like that. You're like, oh, this guy doesn't like those people. Like, it's one of those things. Like, it's not just a slip up. It's just him saying that means, oh, he has a problem with these people. So that's a big deal. And he finished the game. The best was when he was apologizing when Nick Castellanos was hitting a home run.
Yeah. I would love to apologize. Hit deep to center field.
That's going to be gone for Castellanos. Anyway,
now my wife and kids will be on the street, and he's rounding third. Everybody.
A moment that would usually be filled with jubilation is now filled with Tom Brenneman despair because he knows his life is over.
And wasn't that during COVID too? Like when they were playing like empty stadiums?
I think it was.
So it just adds to it that there's nobody cheering. And then this somber, I'm fucked. It's the old
you just hear the thump of the baseball hit the seat. That's it.
Right as he's just going, I'm sorry. Just
like that's like the real life version of that first scene. I haven't watched many episodes, but the first scene in the show Brockmire, where he's going off about his wife fucking another dude when he's on air, but at the same time he's like, my wife, who I've been married with 42 years, or however many years, not 42, but I don't know, 20 some years, found it with another man as Martinez takes one in the dirt ball one, and he's calling the plays as he's like drunkenly ranting about his wife with another man, but he's also calling the game. It's hilarious. The first scene in that show is hilarious, and that's it.
It's called Brockmire.
Brockmire, yeah, Hank Azaria.
Check that out.
Yeah, but yeah, just that scene's hilarious. I haven't watched much of it, but that scene is funny. Because that's exactly what happened with Tom Brenneman. Like he's calling the game as he's apologizing.
Yeah,
that one's gone for Castellanos.
And you knew, and you've been in radio long enough to know the fired, oh so fired moment where you're like, there, and way goes his chances of getting a rehire are just a bit outside with that language. You know, it's like, I love those moments in radio. Those are always so much fun. The fired, so fired. Oh, just the best.
Which is worse? TV news crashes is like news reporters make the mistake, or radio? I think radio's better because you hear the despair. When it's on TV, you see a news reporter mess up, it doesn't hit as hard. Yeah.
When you see their face and you know that they totally fooked up, you're like, oh no.
Right.
Oh, but radio's better because there's that when you can tell that somebody said something that made everybody uncomfortable and you know he's gonna get called in like right after the show, is that long drawn out silence. Just
the world's longest 2 seconds of dead air.
Oh, they go to commercial immediately right after. Like it's just like, oh no. Oh, I talked about a burger being too burnt. Oh no.
And then yeah, I feel like in both situations there's either an engineer or a cameraman who's just like, well, that's that. Let's pack up, I guess.
It's like the producer scene from Private Parts when they're in the booth and Howard says something like really fucked up, and you just see even like the technicians in the booth going, no, what are you doing?
That's that whole movie, actually.
Yes. Yeah. Starts with executives doing it, which is even better. Even better. So
WNBC. That's
you say a character like Mr. Imus does.
Yeah, just do that's a good idea. Just do everything Mr. Imus does. You'll be fine. Oh, he was fine for many years.
I was about to say, just don't talk basketball.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did that. I'm sorry, I did that.
That was the one thing that didn't you saw a picture of that basketball team at Rutgers? You're like, you shouldn't have said it, but
and I like where you're going with this.
You definitely shouldn't have said it, but I'm like, I understand where it came from.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't have said it.
I mean, and Imus was one of those guys, R.I.P. to Don Imus. Love Don Imus because he was an Opie and Anthony guy. He loved O&A. Mm-hmm. So, but he did great stuff for kids too. Like he had that kids ranch out in Arizona. But like,
so did Jerry Sandusky. All right, he did a lot for kids too. So yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, but at least Imus had the thing to do it in the sunshine. He had to do it in the shower where the blood will go in the drain.
Oh wow!
Sure, if you're gonna do it out in the open, but
it's all steamy.
We get caught quicker, obviously. Man, we're this is why we can't be on Facebook or anything. We're gonna get canceled from Rumble.
Probably. Which would be a badge of honor, to be honest with you. It's like, would you get banned from Rumble? Yeah, that's
why. What did you guys do? All we did was talk about renewable energy for a whole episode. That's all we did. Talk about becoming green, and that's it. That's weird.
Yeah, that Alexander Ocasio-Cortez has great ideas. Hate tweet, die homosexual. You know,
capital of the world. Yeah.
Live it. Oh, and Tim went out. Oh, that's not good.
What?
Oh no, probably his cat. I'm gonna bet money it was his cat, dude. Like, there's no reason that should have happened.
I'm tired of this show.
Yeah. Which one? I'm thinking it's Beebs. It's the Beebs trying to get his attention for food. That's exactly where I think that went. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. Oh
y'all were on a roll. I'm trying to.
I know. What happens? It's like us. It's like me trying to, stand up for Islamic women's rights, and all of a sudden, I get banned from streaming for 21 days, and I've disputed it like 8 times already, and I won't go any further. I will not give them the satisfaction of saying I disagree with this anymore. I can't even comment on Facebook right now, like on live videos. I can't even comment. It's such bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. I was supporting her.
X'd out of the wrong thing.
Oh, it was you? Oh, I was hoping it was. Yeah. I was hoping it was one of your cats trying to get you to feed him or something.
No, you know what? I'm gonna sign out and sign back in again, though.
All right, pretty boy. Damn it! Wasn't the cats? I was really hoping there was a fucking cat. It wasn't. Oh.
My cat got drunk yesterday. I left my wine glass because I was like, I want some wine. I left it on the floor, and I forget Bruno can reach.
Oh, yeah.
Bruno, he reached up and started sipping, and I didn't know until I heard. But then later on in the night, when we're sleeping, you hear "Mom."
It's nothing like a drunk cat. That's something. That and a cat on LSD. Those are my 2 favorites. Has you guys ever seen that video?
No.
Well, we're not gonna play it because I don't want to think. But when I was in high school, a kid showed me, and he went away. Anyway, whatever. He's done the show without me. I should pick up the slack because he's Mr. Worrywart. We need goals. We need fuck you.
Jesus.
No, now I'm gonna act like everything's okay. Put him back in.
Oh no, got him.
Hi, Tim. How are you, buddy?
What did you do?
Just shit talking to you.
No, that's fine. No, I kept going out and in because when I first was on, the volume was fine, and now sometimes the volume sucks and it's like half volume. So I don't know. I haven't get it to fix, so I have to turn everything up.
How about now?
Shut up! Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it! I felt like that yesterday, kinda. I went to see Wicked.
Oh, how was that?
It was. I will say, I teared a little bit. I did. During the intermission, like the go home for intermission, they have a song called "Defy Gravity" apparently, and it made me cry. It really did. I was like, because I felt bad for
Tom
Alpha Beta or something like that.
Tom Brenneman would hate you.
Hey,
he cries on musicals.
I paid good money for those fucking tickets, and they were okay. They weren't the best, but they were good tickets. Like I think I spent like $89 a piece. That was with fees. I think it came out to like $89 flat, or and then obviously with tax on top of that. But no, they were good seats.
I'm gonna try this one more time.
Huh?
I'm gonna try one more time to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Hopefully that it fits.
But no, yeah, it's a decent musical. I mean, it's my first like Broadway production, but I'm also a Wizard of Oz fan. So
I'm just glad you got to get the show because they canceled I think 2 or 3 over Saturday and Sunday, I believe.
They only canceled or they canceled last Monday, I believe. I think they canceled Tuesday as well at Playhouse Square because there was some people who tested positive for COVID. Or no, it was Saturday was the one where they tested positive for COVID because it was the early matinee show. And my mom was supposed to actually go to that show, and they canceled it because they had to fly in like understudies and shit to come and do the show.
So you got the C Squad.
Sort of. Yeah. But it was good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not a big musical guy. I would definitely want to go see To Kill a Mockingbird's coming. I think Jeff Daniels is going to be on like the touring squad.
No, is he really? Oh, that's like
I hope.
Why would he do that?
Does
it sound like something someone famous would do?
Oh, come on. There's been plenty of like actors who have done Broadway. Hugh Jackman.
No, I know, but Broadway they usually travel.
Sometimes they will, depending on their age. I mean, I think who's the guy from the Matrix?
Hugo
Weaving. New Matrix.
The new one.
Who plays Agent Smith.
That was enough.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, he's in Hamilton. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and he was in Spring Awakening back in the day. Which is my favorite Broadway play that I'll never see because everybody's old now, including that guy. By the way, you watched
them? They recast them.
I'm aware.
They recast the shows. You say you never see the show. Yes, you never see the original
Well, it's
cast.
not.
Sure,
it doesn't run anymore. Believe me, I've looked. No,
we'll be back maybe.
But so you said you watched half of that. Thomas, you watch any of that? Any of
Volume
the new
is going to drive
movie?
me nuts. The whole episode. It was fine.
Oh, his audio sucks, but that's on his end.
Yeah, it's me. It's me, but it's driving me crazy.
Watch any of what?
The Matrix.
The new Matrix movie.
Oh yeah, I watched it the day it came out.
Oh. So Tim, I'm going to say this real quick.
Don't spoil. I'm not done with it. Although I wasn't really paying attention to it. Like I was on my phone.
You actually enjoyed it then, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Number one, I will say this. I wasn't a giant fan of the whole trilogy to begin with. I mean, the first one was cool, but then I'm like, just after that, I'm like, okay, whatever. But no, reason I even put it on is because you told me to watch it. And fuck you. If you wanted me to watch something because it's bad, well, don't do that to me.
Oh, no. I just wanted to get your opinion on the movie. So we'll hold off on talking about it till you finish it.
I may not finish it.
Oh, okay. Then I have opinions.
No, I probably will.
I have opinions on that movie. Like there are times I watch that movie and I'm like, did you have to like ham-fist it in a fan's asshole that fucking deep? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then it starts to make sense and you're just like, I fucking still hate this. Like, what the fuck? It was just, I don't know, because I'm the opposite of you, Tim. I am a huge Matrix fan.
Monster.
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
But like, I've watched like the Animatrix, anything that I've played all the shitty games, including Path of Neo. I love everything about the Matrix. And
the Matrix was just a game. That's all it ever was.
Pretty much. And that's what hurt the most about that. I'm like, do you have to make it like, do you have to make it into that? And then the new Morpheus, like you've probably gotten to this point where he's like those kinetic balls, and that's how like people in the computer systems inside the Matrix are helping humans, man. Like, fuck you. How dare you?
That is how things going to have to go. We're going to have to work with the AI because, listen, we made them. They're here. They're here to stay. So, we got to.
But see, I think
they're going to be here. So
I think
they
cool.
AI's cool.
I think they gave it away in the beginning of the movie when he said Warner Brothers is making us do this whether we want to or not. That I think was a blatant line telling the truth on whether they really wanted to do this. Yeah.
Like Lana Wachowski's just like, go fuck yourself, and you just paid for more surgery. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Right.
Whatever. I'm going to watch Jupiter Ascending again instead. Just keep watching Jupiter Ascending. I've watched that movie multiple times because it's bad. Like I find entertainment in it because of how bad it is.
What's Jupiter? What is Jupiter Ascending?
You ever seen Jupiter Ascending? Okay,
no.
It's the one Wankowskis made it, and then how do we say their names? And it's Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum. What's that guy's name? Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah,
there's great people in it. But it's something else. I don't even know how to explain. Like, there's these space lords, and,
mother,
they kinda, and they their mother is reincarnated as Mila Kunis, and Channing Tatum is a wolf man.
Yeah.
Military wolf man, and there's bees, and
there's bees,
and there's this magic stuff that turns you young, and they harvest people, and then
so it's basically the Matrix, but with like fairy dust.
It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird.
With like Earth Girls Are Easy, with like Jim Carrey, where there's spacemen.
It's fucking weird.
But
no,
what were you say, Thomas?
If you get time, though, there's a movie worth watching out. Watch Don't Look Up.
Oh, Don't Look Up's awesome.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my goodness.
No, Ray will get mad at Don't Look Up.
Really? Why?
It's gonna piss him off.
I see wokeness in everything, and it pisses me off.
I wouldn't react like that if there was a death comet.
Can you at least have reality and shoot blue lightning from your fingers, sir?
Just saying. The thing is, that movie's great, but it's also sad because you're watching it like this is exactly what would happen if there was a death comet. This is exactly what would happen.
Probably.
This is what's happening now with other shit. But it's great. I mean, you can't get much better cast than that.
I saw it was getting
great.
like panned.
It's Adam McKay.
On...
I'm also really excited to see the new Adam McKay series on HBO Max. See that? I saw the trailer yesterday. John C. Reilly is playing Jerry Buss.
Yeah.
They're about the Lakers in the 70s. I'm like, that's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited to see that. And it's a comedy. And Adam McKay's directing it. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I'm down to watch that.
Yeah. John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss sounds awesome to me.
The opening line in that trailer. I believe sex and basketball.
That's right. That's what it was. Yeah. Something about sex and basketball. I'm like, yes, perfect. I'm like, this is a show for me. Fine. Finally. It's going to be fun. No. I'm excited for it. I think it's coming out in like March or something.
I'm excited for, what's it called? Oh shit. Here comes, here comes the Peacemaker. I'm excited for that show. I want to see what they do with that. That's gonna look that looks nuts from what I've seen in trailers so far. Like, I'm so excited. Plus, John Cena is an amazing Peacemaker.
He's just turned me. You know, I hated Cena.
Yeah, I know. So did I. And now that he's actually a decent actor, so there's more to this man, which is nice. But again, he was probably one of the shining jewels in that new Suicide Squad movie. Good.
That whole movie was polka dot man. You be quiet. It was all polka dot man.
I agree. But Peacemaker saying he would suck every dick if there was 1,000 dicks on a beach.
That's true.
If it was for freedom is one of the best lines in that whole fucking movie.
How many dicks would you suck for freedom?
I mean,
also, I guess what are we talking about, right?
My count for that guy is pretty high already, so that's kind of
all right. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I guess let's say
that's not counting molestation.
Let's say that North Korea has weapons we didn't expect they had, or China, somebody, and they basically have us numbered. They basically have us in whatever situation. Like, man, we thought we were going to be able to defend ourselves. We can't. And they're like, all right, we're either going to blow you all up to smithereens and slave you all, or Ray Hyclak has to suck some dicks.
So they're
at that point, I feel like it's
Asian
as many as
dick?
you need.
Is Asian dick? At least I know I can work like with 2 fingers. So that's nice to know, especially after years and decades of inbreeding.
I would assume so, but I don't know for sure. It's their choice. They picked the dicks, but I'm assuming because it's China that it would be a Chinese dick.
Probably.
But at that point, I feel like that's life or death for the whole country. I feel like you have to just take as many as possible. You suck all the dicks.
Yeah.
For freedom at that point. Right. But if it's like 10,000 dicks for Roe versus Wade to stay, I'm like, it's a lot of dicks. That's a different kind of sucking dick for
Yeah,
freedom.
it's far too many dicks for abortion.
I'm like, listen, I'm all for women's right to choose, and that needs to stay. Roe versus Wade.
Like five
needs to
is
stay,
too many for abortion legislation.
Dicks? I mean, I'll take like
10,000 dicks. By the way, 10,000 dicks sounds like a parody song of 10,000 fists in the air. 10,000 dicks in your mouth.
And now you can abort your children. There you go. You're welcome, ladies. Ray took all the dicks for your right to choose. You know what, though? That would make you a hero, man. The rest of your life, after you took all those dicks, you took a lot of dicks, but after that, you'd probably,
the president is favor would be golden returned on me.
Yeah, the favor would be returned because you saved a women's right. You are a hero of feminism.
I'm a mouth model for bleach after that. Just trying to clean all the nastiness out.
Yes, a non-toxic comic that would come out.
Oh,
I really wish this volume was working better. Good thing no one's watching today. Casey isn't here. No one's here. That's good. I'm talking about how many dicks would you suck for a women's right to choose? And the answer is 6.
Damn.
So maybe. Thomas, anything Pat? I'm gonna say probably 25 minutes or 6 minutes backwards. Clip all of this. I want this clipped for for one of our things, like 24:50 to about 31:38 for dick sucking for freedom.
24:50. Hold on.
How many dicks would you suck for freedom?
Would you do a lot or would you do a little? Your choice is yours.
Freedom isn't free. You gotta get down on your knees.
And if you don't put in that 5-incher, who will?
Okay, I don't know what's more disturbing, the song about sucking or the fact that y'all Scott staffed that shit.
We Scott staff every song we do.
Listen,
that's
Thomas,
the thing.
Listen, sometimes you have to step up for your country, okay? Listen.
Step up for your country?
Or step up for your country. Good one. None of us were in the military, okay? So if something came like, hey, we need you to be a spy or something because I never expect you. Like if Bro Plata got to go to Chechnya to cover an MMA event, right? And they want us to take out the Chechnyan president, right? Or something. I'm not saying they're going to do that. All right. I don't want to be attacked.
This is not the screenplay for the interview.
What? Yeah, pretty much. I'm just saying, yeah, like that situation. If that happened to us, we'd be like, well, listen, you must be really desperate if you're coming to us, but you asked, so let's do it, man. Or if they ask, you got to suck his dick. I'm like, why? Why? Would that kill him? Like, what is? It's the only way you can get close enough to assassinate him. I'm like,
can we just lick his nuts and he'll fall over? Does that count?
We already talked about this before. We said we would suck a couple dicks for freedom. At that point, Chechnya, they don't like, they assassinate gay people. So I feel like that's the best way. The best way to suck dick for freedom is it's a suck dick so people can be gay in Chechnya. That makes a lot of sense, right? But I would do it. I would do it if I had to.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't want to suck dick. It sounds like I do. No, I don't. I definitely don't.
It's too late now. We have you on video.
It's on the internet. No, I really don't want to have to sing. I would. Really hope it's like the one time my family decides to watch the show.
Right.
Did he say he would suck? Well, he did say for freedom. They're pretty conservative. So they're like, well, it's for freedom. So.
It's for freedom. Freedom cost everything, including rug burns. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Couple sores in your mouth, whatever it takes. Sticky lips, whatever.
Those sticky lips. Those sticky lips kept those ships afloat. So you are good to go for freedom.
You're checking in on me.
You're just
notated, and I'm doing it. So there we
go. That's a clip. For dicks.
And the name of the clip is like, make sure you name it. How many dicks would you suck for freedom?
Yeah. Answer 6. I am
6. Going through some of the old episodes and looking for things for Thomas to cut of the old episodes.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing clips in 2022, which is gonna be fun.
Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the goals.
We're gonna have a new intro next week.
Next week.
I like it.
That's what. Oh, when I made that face when we came on, that's what this is all for. Cool. Because I figured out this thing is a little bit faster than the computer I'm using now. So
nice.
We're gonna have an intro next week.
I thought we were gonna do the Laverne and Shirley thing. Shemazel.
Until you feel better.
Not Kicks Incorporated.
Well, if you come down here, I could probably knock it out.
Okay, so we'll have to see what's going on.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's gonna get done.
I'll buy you guys. I'll buy you guys food. We'll go to hibachi or something.
That's gonna get done, but we need something. And I've been trying. So now I figured out that this computer downloads stuff real fast, especially if I get it from StreamYard. Now the newer episodes, if I get it from YouTube, it takes a second. But I'm putting them all on this hard drive so I can do some work.
I love it.
Cool. And we will have a new logo soon as well. Maybe by Tuesday, maybe within the next couple of weeks, probably.
Yeah, 2022, we've already come up with a few goals. I know what mine are.
Yeah, mine are pretty much close to yours. What was your list?
Let's look at them. These are our New Year's resolutions for Bro Plata in 2022.
Figure out what's wrong with you and treat it. That's number one.
Here are mine. I'll give you mine, which are break 1,000 subs by the end of 2022. Start putting clips out, which Thomas is doing. More guests. I think you made a good point early on. We do need more guests. And we're all gonna start really sending out stuff and probably have comics on as well. We're gonna have comedians on to talk shit.
My thing, most of your goals are pretty much mine. Your number for subs was gonna be my number too. Which listen, that's basically we need 1,000 subscribers in a year. So
I think we can do it.
Yeah, listen, the clips are going to be a big deal, right? Because we're going to have people that start watching the clips, and they start watching the clips, they start coming to the show.
Yeah.
And subscribe. So yeah, the clips are going to be a huge deal. Also, and you said that too, doing more live streams. Hopefully we can do more. I don't know if we can do the next pay-per-view here or not. I'll look. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
if you can do the next pay-per-view here, I'm down.
I don't know yet. This volume's driving me nuts. What else? There's a cat here.
You know what else is driving me nuts?
I'm waiting. What?
My brain.
We set you up. We gave you the platform. We gave you silence. We let you set it up, and then all right, we're not doing that anymore. Anyway,
literally in my head, all of a sudden, as I was gonna do a steering wheel, I would just say your mind, man, because it drives you.
Anyway, I counted right, and in 120 episodes of Bro Plata, there have been 20 people on this show not named Ray Highclack or Tim Danko, and that includes Thomas, Harrison, Alan, Cousin Mike, everybody. 20. So I say we need to 2022. We need to absolutely double that. 20 new people. We'll have some people that have been on before too, but like new people. As far as new people, we need at least 20 new interviews.
Yes,
people we have not had on before. And the thing is, I don't even know where to go. I think Chris Curtis will do it. So we need him, and I got to get a hold of Alex Moreno. And like more local guys. We just need to listen. The reason we had Isaiah Watkins on is because he was fighting our friend Brogan, so I got a hold of him. We just find people. We can just find guys who pro fighters who are coming up soon and just get them. Listen, there's a March card in Akron that's going to have pro fights. We'll try to get some of those guys on before that. Also, that's another thing too that would help subscribers is if we do something for that show.
That would be fun.
I think 250 is probably going to have some guys on that show. I don't know if Andrew Lowe's fighting for sure or not. If you look it up on the internet, it says he is, but he told me he's not sure yet. So,
yes, I would love to do some live shit from there, video interviews if we could too.
Right. It's another one. Yeah, something live like that too. At least one of those. But that's a whole different kind of planning though, right? So, we're going to need cameras. We're going to need, other stuff other than our normal setup.
Yeah, we know people though.
Yeah, we do. No, we have contacts.
So I mean, it's not like we don't know people who wouldn't be willing to come down, and if we throw them a few bucks,
right? And they would, like, absolutely. If Harrison's off that day, he would absolutely do it. And actually, we would need him.
Steve Mers.
Steve.
I would have Steve Mers come down.
Yeah, those guys would do it, and it'd be fun. Get a microphone, do the interview. Yeah, it'd be great. I want to do that. Also, again, this is all. I mean, we don't know what's going on with me, so and I've had some days where I just feel like hot garbage. So yes, this is me all being optimistic, right? So I want to be able to do all this stuff, but
just make it to the March Columbus card. God damn it,
dude! They added a fight to that today. Did you see what fight they added?
No,
great fight. Kai Kara France and Askar Askarov.
Really?
Yeah, that's a great fight.
Now I have to go to this.
Yeah, that's a great fight.
Especially for Kai. I love Kai.
It's going to be a flyweight title eliminator, probably. Whoever wins that fight. I mean, because Askarov is right there. If Kai France beats him, then yeah.
Yeah, and Kai Kara France is savage right now. So, I mean, it coming off of he beat Cody, yeah?
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm drinking and I'm high, sir. Probably gonna
go. That's
get
another
more
goal.
High.
Make sure Ray's here when Ray is here. All right, not so drunk and high that he doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, I know.
Not so sober that he's angry.
I know we're at the Oscars.
What?
I know we're at the Oscars awards right now.
Yes, we're at the Oscars. Sure.
I like derailing you. It's fun.
You don't have to do it on purpose to do it. It's just you and you just the whole show. It's not just me. It's the whole show. This is why we'll never get subscribers.
Well, I mean, we got one today, so I'm happy about that. So yeah.
Is anyone watching today? Probably not.
No, just because we suck. We are the worst podcast on the internet.
Well, this is the thing. We get less numbers when we're not on Facebook, because we get people from Facebook, and we're not on Facebook that
but again, to me, that was such a dumb suspension. Like, how?
No, you're right. It was silly. And like, have you heard anything back? Because it seems like it was a mistake.
It is, but it also shows Facebook doesn't care about women. That's right. I said it.
They don't care about people.
Fuck about women's rights.
They don't care about people because Mark Zuckerberg is not a real person. I don't know what he is. I don't know.
A white man who speaks Mandarin that good is a cyborg. I'm going on. He went to MIT. He went to MIT.
Tony Stark went to MIT, and
he went to Harvard. Did he go to both?
Oh no, Harvard. Yeah, I think he went to both. I think he went to Harvard first, though. But I don't know.
But don't blame it on the MIT.
I don't know. Just
Tony Stark is a god.
He did create
fictional. At least Mark Zuckerberg is real.
He did create Barf. I will say that. I would love to do this show in VR, in the metaverse, and see if we got subscribers. I think we would. Create our own avatars.
Okay, my avatar is actually going to be fatter than me because I want people to be like, awesome. "Oh man, I also your avatar," and I expected, I didn't expect to be worse than you. Yeah.
You're like your skin is sewn into the couch, and even in the metaverse, they have to cut you out of your trailer.
Yes,
that would be our intro. That would be our full animated intro. It would be Tim's avatar getting pulled from a trailer by like metaverse.
I get around by Thomas drives me around at a forklift.
Yes, you're like Peter when he got really fat.
Yes.
What's that, Daddy? It's Mars, son. But what it's doing by the wharf, I haven't the foggiest. I'm a guy, you jackass.
Family Guy's still funny, but I've been watching like episodes today from like 2005. That's when that show was so money back then.
Dude,
so funny. It was the pace was so quick, and all the jokes were like,
yeah.
I mean, it's still funny, but back then it was awesome. It was like when they came, that's like the season they came back, 2005. When they came back hard, and it was awesome.
Oh, they came back with a vengeance after they got canceled. That was the nice part about that whole fucking thing was like they just said, you know what, gloves off. Now we're gonna have things where like a guy in a wheelchair constantly gets beat up. Fuck off.
I mean, the reason they came back, something that would never happen now, is they came back because of DVD sales. They had so, and I had them. I still have them. They sold so many DVD box sets that they're like, oh, I guess people like the show more than we thought, or at least it had an audience. Like when it first came out in '99, I was like 12. I wasn't watching it then, but like I watched the reruns, and my friends would have it on DVD, and I watched it then. And I got the box sets, and then so I was a big fan of it and then it came back when I was in high school. I think it was like a senior when it came out, and yeah, it was great. It was awesome. But yeah, nothing will come back like that again because DVD box sets aren't really a thing anymore. I mean, I don't even watch mine anymore because it's on Hulu. But yeah, that was neat. That was the only show that happened to it, I believe, and the only show it will.
Probably. Futurama got like a couple seasons off of Netflix because people were starting to really get into the movies. But
yeah, off of Netflix though, but not I mean, just the DVDs. That short period of time where that would have been a thing.
But what I love about the story of Family Guy is technically the first Family Guy cartoon was on Cartoon, if you remember that from Cartoon Network. Back in the day, it used to show like short, basically it was like a pilot show kind of thing where people would watch like short clips of cartoons that like unknown people would make. And then sometimes they'd become shows, sometimes they wouldn't, and they'd just be like a one-off. But it's hilarious because the first one, the dude looks way more like Doc Brown, but he sounds like Peter Griffin. And you're like, oh shit, is this Family Guy? Is this a Seth MacFarlane fucking joint? Because you can always tell because of the voice. But they had a talking dog, and they had a guy who was just an idiot, like following him around like a what was it? A mall, and just like shit would ensue. But you watch it, and you're like, oh fuck, it's Family Guy. Like holy shit, it's right in front of me from like 1996, I think it was. And then he created Family Guy after that, besides working also on Johnny Bravo, which I love. Mm-hmm. I love the fact Seth MacFarlane was on Johnny Bravo back in the day. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Seth MacFarlane. Who was, Patrice O'Neal had the greatest roast of Seth MacFarlane. No straight man loves show tunes that much.
I mean, I do. That's one of the things that's so great about it is the music in that shit. I watched the PTV episode today when they had the FCC song. The fellas at the freaking FCC. That one, it's great. Like in that episode when he's playing for the Patriots, he scores a touchdown.
Shapoopy.
The whole world is open for his touchdown celebration. Everything. He's like, now let's go, Music Man. Let's go, Music Man.
I was expecting at one point to hear the Wells Fargo wagon, just like as a medley portion, but they didn't do it. It was sad. That's actually one of my favorite musicals of all time, to be honest.
Music Man. There's trouble in River City.
Well, Gary, Indiana. You couldn't. I would love to see a modern day Music Man where it's like Gary,
talking
Indiana,
about musicals and sucking dick for freedom. And
sucking dick for freedom.
Wow, yeah.
Give me that dick.
I'm really disappointed that I wasn't able to audition for that musical because I really wanted to do it. The community theater musical. I really wanted to do it. I was excited. I was going to do it. But I feel too shitty when it wasn't going to work out, unfortunately. But maybe eventually.
Hopefully next year, champ.
If there's something I want to do, like it's not always the show I want to do. I wanted to do that show though. Disaster. Anyway, yeah, okay. There's a traveling musical coming down the street from me at the Kent Tuss Center. Oh, it's Waitress. I don't want to watch the Waitress. I don't want to watch that. I saw the movie with Nathan Fillion, and I saw that, and it's fine. I don't want to see the musical.
I saw they made Pretty Woman the musical.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ugh. It's like
you can make Princess Bride the musical. They've been talking about that forever, and that'd be fun.
They have. That would be good. You killed my father.
That'd be a great song. My name is Montoya. Yeah, that'd be a great song.
Dear we beloved, we are gathered here today.
It's inconceivable. Inconceivable. Another one. I'm saying that's the thing. It's set up to be a musical already, right? It's already.
See, if you're going to use
Pilot
Inconceivable,
song, and it'd be so great.
It's got to be a tap. It's got to be a two-toe tap, like you hear Inconceivable, and then it goes into the rest of the song. Like that's the kind of like.
I know
moment.
you're saying. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I think that would be the perfect way to do that. Although I wouldn't know how to write the music because I've only and then like the sullen part would be the giant. Anybody want a peanut?
Maybe. Anyway, listen. Also, this is the thing. If we get a lot of sales, we'll start doing like ridiculous stuff that takes a lot of timing. But if someone will, like we would do Bro Plot of the musical, we would do that if we knew people were going to see it.
Ray's sad and Tim is also sad.
We're going to be planning it for like 6 months, and we're not going to tell anyone about it. Just one episode is just going to be like, dun, 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 dun. Just going to have a piano player come on. Just
start snapping in Act 2.
Yes.
Y'all watch too much Hawkeye.
Yes. I was actually saying that to my friend that I took to Wicked yesterday. I want Rogers the Musical to be a thing. I would pay money to see that play at Playhouse Square. I would. It just seems fun.
You know they're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it
just
wouldn't be
cosplay for dorks. I love it. And it's better than Spider-Man the Musical. We can all agree on that.
Oh yeah, that didn't go great. Did it? Yeah,
no, not.
When was there a Spider-Man the Musical? I missed that.
I don't think it ever opened.
It had like soft openings.
Yeah,
like someone died.
Did they die? Just got injured.
Yeah, they died like because they fell off a platform that was moving. And also I think there was one where the guy just totally missed like where his mark and like fell as Spider-Man like fell into the opera pit.
Jeez.
I think the Green Goblin got fucked up on that one. Trying to think of all the because I watched like a one of those like YouTube documentaries where it's like some like sullen voiced 13-year-old talking about Spider-Man the Musical, and the whole fucking production was snake bit from the second. Like they couldn't get a writer. It was over budget already. It was bad, like really fucking bad. But I could see Rogers the Musical, if Kevin Feige did it, would be amazing. I think it would rule.
Whatever, as long as Scott Stapp gets to write the music, it's fine. Okay.
I knew that was coming.
Yes. As long as Scott Stapp plays Captain America, it's fine.
No, he would play the Winter Soldier. He would be the Winter Soldier because of the long black hair.
His big halftime show's coming up on Friday.
I know. I'm excited. And I have Friday off. So what time is that game?
I don't know. You have to watch it on Barstool Sports, though.
Is it free?
I hope so. I don't know.
If it's not free, fucking Dave Portnoy can suck my ass. All right. Make it free, Dave. God damn it. I know you don't listen to this show, but it still gets there. I don't want to have to be a subscriber to watch the glory that is Scott Stapp in a halftime show.
And Central Michigan and Boise State.
I know. That's even better. It's two teams nobody really gives a shit about. I had a buddy that was a wide receiver for Central Michigan, actually. I ran
Antonio Brown?
No.
So you're friends with Antonio Brown?
I wish. That would actually be cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be all cool with AB. The only football player I've ever actually had any kind of athletic connection to was Ted Ginn. Like it was the only one. He was a senior when I was a freshman, and him and Nick Ivancic. I remember why I remember that kid's name. I don't know, but he was like our fast dude on our track team, and he actually beat Ted Ginn in I think it was a 4 or a 110 hurdle. Yeah, Yeah, the kid was fast too. He was a fast motherfucker. But I was in a 4x1 as the second leg. And yeah, Ted Ginn was the anchor. That's the closest I've ever come to being athletic with an NFL like football player. So, and I definitely lost. Our team was the slow ones. So, Glenville High School, what up?
Yeah, it ain't what it used to be.
Really?
Yeah, they used to do a lot of winning. They do less winning now.
They do less winning now because how everything is set up. Ted Ginn took all those kids and he opened up Ted Ginn Academy. So he started controlling the football players that would play in certain areas. And it's not the same. They just had a shooting up there last week.
Great.
Nice. Well, at least Shaw is okay. Euclid Avenue's crown jewel.
No.
I remember when they were building that school too. Like when they were building that brand new school, Shaw High School, I'm like, oh, look, it's gonna not be good. Like, no offense to Shaw, but not a good reputation.
I have a Shaw High graduate that stays upstairs. Well, stays upstairs from me right now. My brother, he graduated from Shaw. I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. This is the closest I've come to being near athlete on my birthday.
That's Bernie Kozar. Yeah, okay. I saw him at a brew fest one year when I was like helping out Jimmy Malone, and I was a dumbass. Like I was just an idiot that day,
buddy.
But Bernie was there, and I almost got to say hi to him, but he like walked into a place and got accosted by like a rich white dude. So I was like, I'll let him do his business.
The thing about that day was that was when I was working at Whole Foods as a supervisor. The guy comes in and says, Bernie's over in the freezer section. I'm like, Bernie's not in here. Like, why the hell would he be in University Heights and Whole Foods? I'm pretty sure there's a more upscale Whole Foods that you could go to. Go around the corner. Bernie's there, and he's comparing Super Bowl rings with this other guy that worked for Washington Security. So he got a Super Bowl ring. So they're comparing Super Bowl rings. I go over there, I'm like, holy shit, Bernie Kozar. He's like, hey, how you doing? But of all the days to come to Cleveland and be here, and you're wearing a fucking Tampa Bay jersey, I was like, I could have worn my William Green. He's like, no, that's okay. That's okay. But he was just so nice. He stood there for hours talking to people. So he's
one of those guys that's super famous in Cleveland, but nowhere else.
San Francisco, maybe. Because he was the backup, wasn't he, on that Super Bowl, one of the Super Bowl teams?
Dallas. That's how he got.
Oh, Dallas. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought he was. Didn't he also go with San Francisco? It was like a second stringer.
No, it was Miami, Dallas. Maybe I don't think.
I was thinking he was with Steve Young.
No, I don't think he was with him.
He was before him.
Because well, no, he was like the guy teaching Steve Young kind of thing. Oh fuck, I'm trying to think.
No, listen, Steve Young was taught by Joseph Smith at BYU.
Well, yes, that's he didn't get to see the actual pillars or the plates, the gold plates from Jesus, but Joseph Smith told him he was there.
Yeah, that's how Mormonism works.
And then the priest shows you his penis through his magic underwear, and everything is fine.
He was with Dallas and Miami, other than Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're just making shit up, Ray. That's cool.
No, I honestly thought that, but I don't watch sports football things. Although I did watch the Browns.
Ray is becoming more Republican. It's making shit up and saying it's fact without any evidence. And he also said
Pittsburgh Steelers people. There's great people on both sides of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He was saying he's going to become a Republican now because of what Facebook did to him, which is ridiculous. Which is funny because you know what, it evens out because I'm becoming more of a socialist after I had to spend tons of money at the pharmacy. So
yeah, well,
evens out. It was insane.
That I'm actually like, I agree. It should there needs to be all kinds of like regulations on price in this country for pharmaceuticals. It's too much, man. Way too.
We're gonna sneak Tim into Canada.
Yeah, well, no, I think Tim should get an actual girlfriend in Canada.
No.
Why not?
Well, I'm not allowed in Canada. Number one, I'm not allowed in Canada.
Oh, you have a DUI. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, those go off in like 5 years, don't they?
What?
No,
when
10.
does a DUI stop you from going? I'm a 5th degree felon, and I can go to Canada.
Are you sure?
What?
Yeah.
Well, wait. How long ago was it though? Because I
was going to Canada. Let's see, 2008. Okay, that was what? 13?
But when did you go to jail? Is the question.
I went to jail in 97, but it still shows up on my record.
Yeah, but I think that, like Tim said,
it's 10 years. Though.
Like 10 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense now.
That's some bull.
Yeah, you were like went right after you were perfectly okay to go. Like there's guys with like 2 DUIs who are probably looking at 20 years, and you're just like, shit. Well, at least I can go. I don't know about you, but I'll see you in Windsor in 8 years. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, not too disappointed I can't go. It's weird that I can't go to Canada, but not super disappointed about it.
Here's the thing. Here's the smart thing. We need to get you an OkCupid profile. Okay?
No.
This is what we need to do.
No.
Because there's women in Canada. I get them all the time on my swipage on OkCupid, so it's all good. But we find you a girl desperate enough to marry you. You get in.
No.
You get all the medicines you want.
Question. How the fuck are you getting Canadian women on OkCupid? And the only farthest I get is West fucking Virginia.
Well, yeah, I get that one too. I love it. But there's some pretty hot bitches, like white trash bitches in West Virginia. I'm going to say this. The women in West Virginia are top shelf in certain places. Like if you go to like Nitro or Madison, playing a game a little bit. Same thing with, and I love this town. It's a great place to be. Logan, West Virginia, your women are a little weird. Morgantown, you get out of town pussy at that point. So it's top shelf shit. All right. Plus it's West Virginia University. So all you have to do is like quote one line of Shakespeare and they take their pants off because like every bumpkin from like the state is going to West Virginia.
I know
it's
Bobby
like,
Huggins'
California.
nephew. I'm in. There you go.
I know Bobby Huggins' nephew.
Et tu, Brute? Oh, he's well read. Yep, that's what it is.
Hey, that's top class educational institution there. Yeah.
Is it?
Probably. It's probably fine.
I don't think so. I beg to differ.
I bet it's fine. Marshall, though. I don't know if I trust Marshall. My cousin went to Marshall. I have a cousin who went to Marshall. Anyway, best show on the internet. Man, we suck. Man,
we are the best goddamn thing on the planet.
No one's watching
today.
Even less than usual. Nothing.
I don't give a fuck. We're having fun. We're laughing.
Well, that's the thing. In 2022, if people don't start watching, we're just giving up.
No.
Yeah. If we don't hit our goals, man, fuck it.
I'll replace you.
We're going to hit our goals. We're going to push through. We're going to reward ourselves with a cult full of women.
Yes.
And free Bud Light.
Yes. No, that'll be a sponsor. Sort of like Nike sponsored what were they called? The Heaven's Gate people. I think we get Budweiser, Old Granddad.
We'll probably get something like Hams or something.
Honey baked ham. If we get enough follows on the Instagram, I think they would go for us.
No, Ham's beer, but yeah, okay.
Oh, I don't know. I've never. Oh, you could have said Stroh's, and I would have agreed. But even then, I'd still go for it.
This guy,
Old German. And then I want the tracksuits that we make our followers wear, made by the same people who made the tracksuits from a Squid Game.
I almost bought a tracksuit.
Did you? You would look like an Armenian diamond merchant.
No, I found him on Amazon Prime. Could be here in 2 days. $40 for the pants and the top.
Made with the pubes from Jeff Bezos's.
The only thing
pelvis.
is, like, I'll take a 3X top, but I don't need a 3X bottom. I'd be like parachute pants. I'd be doing the hammer dance. So I don't. No, maybe like
who we kidding? You're not
XL
dancing
pants.
anywhere.
Hey, when I'm not sick, I can move. All right, you haven't seen me dance. I can get it.
Tim got moves. Yeah.
Pop and lock it.
Total panty dryer right there. I'm telling you.
No, you say that, man. I did a lot of dancing in my day, and I'm pretty solid at it for a white dude. Like, well, I should say that for a white dude. For a white guy who can't actually dance, I can dance. Does that make sense? Like, I used to go to the Oracle in Canton, and it was all just like geeky white people dancing, and I can get it there.
One of my favorite dance moments ever happened at Eurogyro. Actually, it was after the open mic in Kent, and our buddy Aldrich was there. I can't remember his name. Ran for office recently.
Jerry?
No, down in Akron area. Ran for office.
I don't know.
Black guy.
Willis?
Yeah, Willis Gordon.
Office, but okay.
I thought he ran for something.
Well, like it wasn't locally. Office. It was anyway. Keep going.
Anyway, and a bunch of other people. We're all dancing to "My Girl," the Motown classic. And Aldrich is a black guy, but he's that like weird black guy, you know, where he's got like that like Pittsburgh accent, but he's from like Kent kind of thing. And you're still like, what the, because there's that guy that we all know that talks like that, where it's like, you're not from Pittsburgh. You're from fucking, you know, goddamn Rootstown. Stop it.
Well, he has a stutter, man. Leave him alone. You
asshole. No, it's not even the stutter. I'm not even saying that. He has an accent, though. Like, he's got a little bit of like a weird accent to him, but he's just being probably the whitest black dude I've ever seen in my life trying to dance to "My Girl." And I am like halfway through it, I go, I'm whiter than you. How do I have better rhythm? Willis loved it.
To throw out all the stereotypes now, Ray.
I mean, Willis has some hard game, though. I will say that he's got some hard rhythm.
I believe that.
It's very Motown, and I appreciate that.
Don't get mad at Ray, because I did have a question that I felt uncomfortable to ask. But I'm gonna ask it and take this risk. Seeing that Christmas was Saturday.
Yeah.
Today I went to PetSmart to get my cat some food. And this Christmas comes on. And there was a white guy behind me. I want to say that he was progressive. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
He's got these framed glasses. Just these kind of framed glasses. They're perfect.
Start singing This Christmas. And I lightweight got offended. I don't know if it was the black in me. I was like, wait a minute.
You can't sing that song.
That's our song, motherfucker.
So, is there any Christmas carols that you feel that black people shouldn't sing? No. Is there any Christmas carols that you feel that white people shouldn't sing that's black?
No. That one, I mean,
yeesh.
as long as like
although every time you hear a black guy singing White Christmas, you just kind of go,
dude, I watched Elf.
I watched it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so did I. And it was the first time I ever watched that movie. And I gotta say, my 2020 brain did kick in when it's Baby It's Cold Outside was playing. I feel like I've been indoctrinated a little bit. Because even I was like, oh God, this scene didn't age well at all. Jimmy Crack Corn's a decent one, John 209. I mean, that's one of those that it's a standard in life.
Listen, I have that whole story about when I had to sing that song the quiet. Never mind.
What song?
It's one of his jokes, actually. It's how he got banned from Kent State University as a comic.
Damn.
No, when I was in choir in high school, we had to sing this song called "Going Up to Glory," and it was a slave work song, and we were all white kids. So it was like, "Son up the sun, I'm picking that cotton. Son up, work for the master. No more auction block for me." Yeah. So there's a whole story behind it. But anyway, best thing is like when we got that sheet music, we're like, we're not singing this. Like we know there's a problem, right? But, choir director never understood it, and we had to sing it a lot. And every time we sang it, we were like, "Were you serious right now?" And it was always awkward and weird.
It's T County. I expect nothing less.
Oh, Ray, come on.
All right, hold on. I'll be back.
That time is gone. Good. We can plot against him. My real resolution for this show is to get rid of Ray. That's number one. We need to replace him with a hot chick. She doesn't need to know anything about fighting. Just needs
I know somebody that knows something about fighting and she's hot. It's just the fact that I'm afraid to say something to her about even being anywhere because she knows real martial arts. She's got a fucking pit bull.
She knows karate and she has a mean dog. Wow. Stay away from her. Oh, man.
Oh, no. Do we really? Well, he's here.
What? What's happening?
He's here.
I don't want... No!
Deck the halls with Tower 7. Fa la 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 la.
Hi, Alex.
Merry
Thomas,
Christmas,
you put his nameplate up so we know who we're talking to?
Yeah, let's see here. No, he doesn't have his name. Why do you not have your name on here?
Alex, you got to take the thumbs up and subscribe off to show that, Thomas. Everybody knows that. I'm sorry. I get a little upset, and I get worked up.
Hi, Alex. How was your Christmas, Alex?
It was great. It was an amazing Christmas. I got Hillary's emails as a gift.
Like
it was a great gift.
Just print it out.
I did. Now I keep it in my Bible as placeholders so I can look at it and be like, that bitch was wrong.
Okay.
She smells like sulfur.
Okay. What else? Is that it? Okay, good.
I did.
You, Alex.
Well, my kids, they really got me a great gift. It said they got me sweatpants that say Oswald didn't do it. They're really nice cotton, so I'll be able to breathe when I'm looking up conspiracies. We all know that it was not a magic bullet, but alien lasers. Alien lasers killed Kennedy.
Well, thanks for calling in, Alex. See you later.
See you later, buddy.
Oh, good. He left. He did leave. Good. I thought he was just going to stay forever.
I wanted to know what his plans was for New Year's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. No, it's all right. I don't think we need to know. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. That's enough of that.
Hello, Tim. How are you? Merry Christmas.
Hey, everybody. It's former mayor of Minnesota, Jesse the Body Ventura.
That's right.
Jesse, how are you?
I'm okay. How have you been?
Fine, man. Fine.
You seem sad.
Yeah, I feel like garbage, and yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want Jesse Claus to give you a new body?
Kinda. I'm probably gonna need some new organs. Probably, you can find me a couple of those.
You've probably got what Brock Lesnar had that I had, but I kicked out of it because I'm the body and one of the best wrestlers to ever do it. I am Jesse Ventura. That Brock Lesnar kid let diverticulitis take his life away. And now he bangs a really bad wrestler by the name of Sable. That's what diverticulitis gets you. Hot vagina.
Oh, but you shook it. You said it so you don't get hot vagina because you kicked it really quickly. You said
no, because I got
that's
my
what you just
hot
said.
vagina in the 80s. I don't need any of that strange that Brock Lesnar has. Have you ever seen Sable? She looks like an alien.
Damn.
It's not strange. This is his wife, number one, and I don't know why you're being a monster, Jesse, but
because I was a fighter, a governor, a Navy SEAL. Oh no, yes, I was a Navy SEAL. I couldn't remember my own stuff. Yeah. I drove around after I was mayor or governor of Minnesota in my outlaw or Mongols. Yes, that's it. Mongols gear, and nobody knew who I was.
Jesse, I just want to ask a question. How was it to be on the set of The Predator and work with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers, two of the strongest handshake brothers I know?
Well, Carl Weathers, I love Carl Weathers. He used to make us bunt cake in his trailer in Vietnam. We didn't ask him where he got the water, but we said, hey, this is good stuff right here, Walt. That's what he called it for some reason.
Major Creed cakes.
Walt.
What? Apollo Creed cakes.
Yes, Apollo Creed cakes. And then I'm gonna say Arnold. I preferred being with him in The Running Man. I liked being with him there because we got to do steroids in the open. It was part of the script. Get it?
Just in the open.
Yes. It was our pay on The Running Man. But when I was in Vietnam, even then when the Predator was taking me over, I said one thing to him, which was, I haven't got time to bleed or read my lines. I'm a pro wrestler. I'm good at improv.
Well, thanks for calling in, Jesse. Well, it's good to have you here.
This bit was running a little long, don't you think, Tim?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Just
all right. I love you. Bye.
Get out of here. That's enough. You know what's really funny? It's kind of adorable that we think we can actually get subscribers to the show. Like this, we're fucking garbage. This is awful.
We are not garbage.
We talk about nothing of importance ever.
Yes, we do. We
promised fight awards, but we haven't got to that yet. We'll get there.
See, we do need to stay on task.
Man, I want to drink really bad, but I'm afraid my whole body hurts too much.
Yeah, take a break, homie. Take a break.
You mean take a break? I haven't drank in weeks. Take a break.
Dude, how long have you been drinking, though, your entire life?
Since I was 23 or something. Well,
yeah. Your body needs a vacation. You've probably pickled yourself.
Oh, really? And you haven't?
Oh, I goddamn guarantee you I have.
I'm going to say.
To quote Vince McMahon, I guarantee
I don't drink
it
every day, Ray.
I try. Well, no, I didn't drink Sunday. Just smoked weed all day.
Is that why you just slept through the day?
Yeah, and then I had a couple Jack and Cokes before and during Wicked. So I had I think 4.
Like $19 Jack and Cokes at the theater.
To be honest with you, I would actually pick Arnold. Oh, God damn it. Fuck all of you. Your stupid cameras. I hate them. This is why we need a studio. All right.
No, because no. Listen, I don't want to be next to you all the time. We do the show.
But still, I think that'd be fun with Star Trek doors to open us up. I think that would be great. Just we open it. Literally, the
man. We have high hopes for the show for no good reason. We have no reason to have any high hopes.
Because we're awesome. Because we're awesome, Tim.
We're not. There's only 2 people who like us. All right,
we're the best. And the people that are joining us should share it out with everybody and say, hey, these guys suck. And they would be wrong. And we'd get more listeners. It's like a pyramid scheme. Okay.
Ray wants hate likes, I guess.
Yes, I do. I'll take any likes at this point. I'm very, very much.
YouTube doesn't show the dislikes anymore. It doesn't show you how many dislikes you get.
Oh, I would post them daily. If we had a lot of dislikes. It's like that drunk thing that we had, that drug search that we had. I think that's fun. But we're doing the Bro Plata Awards today, Tim.
What? I don't feel good.
Oh no, he's gonna pass out. I'm okay with that. We'll clip this. But I'm excited to actually see what your choices are. By the way, because
I might just be hungry.
Probably.
I don't know.
Takes a lot of food to make that machine work, and I've seen it close and personal.
Yes.
Just your thighs alone takes 2 pizzas.
Right. Really? The two of us, who ate more pizza when I mean, you just eat the whole pizza. I don't get any of it, then you leave scraps of it around the house.
Bullshit.
Like a fucking rat. Yeah, sure you do. There was a piece of crust in this corner for 2 weeks after you left.
Well, I mean, it's good to be remembered, I guess. Moldy pizza just hanging out. I like it.
All right, let's do this. Let's do the Plata Awards. Do we have a song? No.
This is how we Plata. This is how we Plata.
Well, that was a terrible idea. Fucking awful. All right.
This is how we Plata on Tuesday night.
You need to stop.
Damn.
Return of the Plata. Anyway, this is our awards.
I don't have it in me for that. I don't have it in for me for your nonsense, Ray. You got to be better today, all right? My insides hurt, all right? So
I know.
Don't make my brain hurt too, all right?
I do that every show, though.
I know, but I'm asking you this one time.
No,
not do that.
It's part of my gimmick, sir. It's how I make money on this podcast.
Right. It's not a gimmick, all right? That's just you. That's you.
It's called a gimmick.
It's not a gimmick. That's just how you came out of the womb like that, throwing hack jokes and bad Return of the Mac parodies. Yes, before the song even came out, he was doing that.
What a
Return of the Hack.
Return of Hacklack. It's on.
Ray Hacklack, everybody.
He lies about fights that he sees just to piss off Tim. He lies about.
I'm surprised you haven't started a character yet called Ray, and you can't now because I'm coming up with it. Called Ray Heelclack, and it's just a.
No, that's technically Big Business Ray is the heel clack. Like that's the Big Business Ray will always be the heel of this show because he's about big business and doesn't care about the fighters.
And that's just you. You are Big Business Ray. You don't care about it.
This is true.
You lose one fight, you're done.
We're just
younger,
getting rid of you, sending you to Bellator. We're trading you to one. We're gonna do it all in a week. Because if you lose by any means, you're done in the UFC. Just done. If I was Dana, I would fire everybody who loses once. We don't need losers in this place. It is a great song, John. It is a fantastic song. For people watching this, you can join us in the comments. We love reading the comments. I think we should do that at like the end of the show. If we have comments previous or after shows, we can read the show comments on the next show. I think that would be kind of fun.
But we never get any.
I'm talking next year, okay? After we get these clips out and people can comment, wow, these guys suck, I will read that online, okay?
I love how we think we're magically going to be good at this in a week. It's awesome.
We're not, but it'll help. The promotion is what's going to help us. Because then once we have like 15 or 20 people watching, just like where the thing just stays at 20, you're like, oh, fuck, I've got to entertain people. Now there's like 78 people and you're like, oh, fuck. And then, I don't know.
You know what? I don't think this is a good idea, but I'm in like such a crappy mood right now that I think I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be back.
All right. Take him off the stream. Take him off. Make him disappear. How was your Christmas, buddy? Did you have a good Christmas?
It was okay.
Get anything fun?
I watched my Transformers 1986.
You did. I saw that on Facebook.
What else did I do? I didn't really do anything. I cooked. I'm fat. I love food. So if I get food, I'm good.
I found out today that this girl that I've been seeing, her brother tested and was at church, and also I went to church, by the way. We'll talk about that in a minute. But no, and then I guess he tested today for whatever variant he has. But yeah, man, that's a fun thing to find out after Christmas, and then going to Wicked. And I really didn't have my mask on during the performance because I'm that guy. But
see, yeah, you're the opposite of me. Like yesterday, I was supposed to go see No Way Home for the second time with this lady friend of mine. And I'm so glad everything got fucked up because I didn't want to be in the movie theater. Like, they're not separating anything at all. And it's like, with my conditions, it's like, no, dude, I'm
have
cool
a reason.
Right. I'm cool on whatever. So she gets there. I got the ticket and this, that, and the other. I'm sitting at E10. At first, I'm thinking she got both of us tickets. No, she said, you get your own ticket. It's E11. And I go and I'm like, yeah, can I get E11? They're like, E11 is taken. And in the back of my head, I'm smiling like, hey, I'm so glad this shit fucked up. I can go back home. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
Like, no. And the thing is, everybody's gonna, like, I believe everybody's gonna catch it. I think I've had it.
Yeah, I think I have too.
Hit it hard. Right.
I had like a bad headache probably like right when Omicron started. And I had Delta. Like, I had the Mac Daddy of all of this shit. I was down. I was fucked up still like 4 days after going back to work. I mean, I did the whole 10-day thing. I did all that bullshit. But like, yeah, that Omicron now, fuck, give me it. Let's go. Let's just get this over with. Spit in my mouth. I don't give a shit. I've had Delta. Jesus. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I did 10 days in the slammer. I'm fine. I jerked off and watched fucking HBO. Like, that's all I did. 10 days. And I got paid for it technically.
Oh, see, that's the plus. That's the plus.
I think I got a little bit of cash for missing days from my job, which was lovely, and appreciate them for doing that. But like, yeah, this Omicron, fuck you. Even South Africa, a place where one of my favorite South Africa stories I've ever heard was Jim Jeffries. He talks about he got an AIDS test in South Africa. And apparently they have somebody with AIDS in the room going, it's not that bad. It's, you live a full life. You're like, what the fuck? But no, Omicron to me, I'm like, I love Lur, so I'll shack up with Lur for a couple days because they've actually receded to the CDC. I read this, receded the quarantine from 10 to 5.
Yeah,
which is cool. Not gonna lie, but I think this is gonna pretty much be all over by February, or the Democratic Party is gonna say that it's over by February.
It's never over. It's here forever. What are we talking about?
Endemic.
Oh, yeah, it's here forever.
Yeah, we were talking about because I had Delta,
right.
And but I was saying that my friend found out that her brother, who was here for Christmas, had apparently tested, and yeah, so got that to deal with. But I feel fine. So
excuse me, I took a test yesterday. It was negative. Had a little bit of a fever.
Don't tell us what your personality test was. We already understand that your personality is negative.
Man, I really hope there's something wrong with my liver because I'm going to need that thing.
I'll give you mine.
Number one, we all need a liver. Number one, but
They'll just start taking body parts like operation out of you.
I'm going to say this and then be done talking about it, but I'm absolutely fucking terrified about what's wrong with me. And so I guess my number one goal through next year, 2022, is to be alive. So
I'll take your ass to the gym, sir.
Right. I don't think that. Well, listen, I mean, maybe, but I'm talking about there's something actually bad going on that we need to figure out.
I know.
And it's not just general fatness, although it sure never helps. But yeah,
it's definitely sped up. Oh, God damn it!
Well, it depends what we're talking about. Because I'm afraid that I'm just riddled with death in all parts of my body. We just haven't found any of it yet, and then it's going to be everywhere. I'm like, well, you're fucked.
I was going to say you're a comedian, so that's definitely.
Tim, this is going straight to you from a man with an ejection frame of possibly 25%, 1/3 of his left lung left, and multiple things that are going on with me. You stop thinking about death. Don't even put that in your head. Because once you put that in your head, it's over. And I'm not saying you got to be all because it's not easy, but don't put the thought to death, because once that's there, it's hard to fucking shake. Like
the hardest thing now is that I don't know what it is. I think once I figure it out and we get a plan in place, and hopefully there is a plan, it'll be a little bit different, but I just have no idea what's happening. So anyway, and like my symptoms are all over the place. That's what's scary. Because I mean, like at any given time, anywhere from my top of my head to literally my toes hurt.
It's called diabetes.
It all moves around all the time. And you know what? They check me for that a lot. Of course they. I mean, they check me. Always check my blood sugar. And I mean, listen, compared to what it could be, that'd be great if that's all it was. But I highly doubt that's what's happening. Anyway, let's talk about something happy.
Yes, let's talk about our award.
Where are you, Ray? What happened?
Ray has disappeared.
What?
He can't see you.
Yeah. We'll talk about something happy.
How about now? I see. What am I gone?
Is your camera not working?
Either you're gone or you're.
I'll leave the studio. Hold on.
What am I about to say?
So, Thomas, are you finally? I mean, listen, I think I am finally off of it. I was trying to stay on for as long as possible, but I think I'm finally off the Baker Mayfield train.
I'm not off.
Man, he did not play well.
I'm not off for one reason.
2 of those interceptions weren't really his fault, but especially that last one. And I will say this, Ray knows this. I never really blame referees or umpires or whatever for teams. And I never do. And I'm not going to either this time either. However, like it really sucks that they missed those calls they missed.
Yeah.
Especially that last one, that pass interference. They didn't call the interception. That was a huge deal. But am I going to say it's the reason we lost the game? No, because we just should have played better altogether. But same thing when we lost to the Chiefs. And I mean, like in the playoffs, that call they missed. This one was worse because it was so obviously a blatant defensive hold that they didn't call. And we needed it. We were trying to drive. And because of that, he threw the interception that he probably wouldn't have thrown if he didn't get held.
The only reason I'm not off they're
not going to extend him now, I don't think. I mean, unless he has 2 great games.
That's my point. The only reason I'm not off the Baker train is because it's not his fucking fault that he's playing. If this front office
that he's playing,
and his coach were men, they would have sat his ass down and said, forget it. We know this. Look what they're doing with Lamar Jackson. I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson can play. Kyler Murray, same thing.
He's probably, if he wasn't playing, he probably would extend him too, because they wouldn't, he wouldn't be playing bad, he just wouldn't be playing, period. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna extend him or not. They're talking about maybe Deshaun Watson, which I don't listen. I mean, he's such a scumbag, Thomas.
You're not getting Deshaun Watson, you're not getting Russell Wilson, you're not getting Aaron Rodgers.
You know what? Ryan. I think Aaron Rodgers is a possibility. Because I think if he's going to go somewhere, he'd want to go somewhere where he can win right now, and he can win right now in Cleveland. We are an old Aaron Rodgers away from being very, very good.
yeah, but I think it was like I put in my Facebook post. Everybody
who wouldn't want to play with that offensive line and Nick Chubb? Everyone would. Everyone would.
But
I know it seems a little weird right now, but when Tom Brady going to Tampa until it happened, like he's like, no, that's not happening. No, that's ridiculous. Why would you even say that? It's not happening until it happened. So I think he has to be traded. And you know what? If he moves, I think that's definitely a spot he could move to.
Cleveland is not like, remember when Reggie White left the Eagles to go to Green Bay? That shifted everything in the NFL. And it was because I don't know what. It made Green Bay so whatever. I don't see Cleveland at that point just yet of having a big time super like us trading to get Odell. That was great. Us trading to get, certain people. Okay, that's fine. But I don't see us as that destination where
we're that close to being freaking awesome, though. We're like that close.
Yeah.
And we locked up our linemen, right? We have our linemen locked up, offensive linemen. So yeah, that close. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, he can. Browns can win a Super Bowl with a competent quarterback.
If they can do it,
and a kicker.
Do it. But
draft the kicker. Draft kicker first round. So I want that punter. Draft that punter from San Diego State first round. That is Erizia kid.
No, I want to see how far the N-word goes with this. I want to keep him along.
Oh, what? Yeah. Nagar. This is pronounced Nagar.
Yeah, it's Nagar.
Like the thing is, like somewhere in his football playing life from Pee Wee on, there was some coach who just called him the other word because he thought it was funny. For a fact he called him that because it's probably only what wasn't any.
And maybe a few wide receivers in high school.
A few wide receivers in high school.
Yeah, probably on his team. It's like, nice kick. Our kicker is a.
I just went to Blazing Saddles. I just went to Blazing Saddles.
They said the kicker.
Did you know your sheriff was a neh?
We give a laurel and hearty handshake to our new kicker.
Nah, how do you say it? I don't want to say it. Nah. Anyway, that's the Browns talk. I will say that, and if they win the next two games and they get a couple losses that aren't really crazy, like Cincinnati has to lose to Kansas City, and Baltimore has to lose to the Rams. So but we need to win our game. So Monday night Pittsburgh. That's it. That's the season.
And we got to look forward to Monday night because Monday Night Football.
It's not open. Yeah,
the Mannings are doing our game. So that's a good luck thing right there. So
they're not doing the normal broadcast, though, are they? They're doing what they do.
They're doing that Manning thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I can't. I could watch that in any other game. I can't watch that where they're doing the Browns because I want to watch the game. I have to watch.
You have no fun. The game. You have no fun, Tim.
I'll watch it. Like I'd watch it any other time.
Yeah, I want to see what Cleveland celebrities they come up with. Hopefully,
Joe Thomas,
James, dumbass.
Joe Thomas. They had LeBron on before. Joe Thomas, Machine Gun Kelly.
Jesus, no.
Drew Carey.
I bet MGK is going to be on. I guarantee it. Drew Carey, that'd be good.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul would absolutely do that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I hope he's scared. They bring the Island Boys out and they have the fight on TV.
No. I thought a lot of people knew about them. Let me rephrase that. I thought a lot of our people knew about them. And my sister didn't know. My cousin didn't know. So I thank y'all for opening me up to sending those videos to them people and then
dumb white people shit. Like it's dumb white people tricks on the Black David Letterman show. Like that's exactly what it is. It's so
have you been introducing those people to the Red House Furniture commercial as well?
My sister loved it. I haven't showed it to my cousin yet.
I want honestly that should be a show open is us doing a Bro Plata song that we write together. I think that would be fun, Tim.
I don't want to write shit with you.
Damn.
Nothing. Moving on.
We're collaborators, son.
All right, that's that. All right, let's move on to the Platas, I guess, right?
Yeah, we can definitely do that. For those of you watching, we decided we wanted to do this last year, but I was a lazy piece of
Ray's
shit.
fault. Yep. And
so I actually
Kevin Hart was going
to
host, but he tweeted something homophobic, so he won't be here.
Yes, yeah, it happens.
It does.
Sometimes you drink enough tequila and shit goes wrong.
Okay, so here we go. I guess Ray and I both get a Plata Award to hand out. Unless we both have the same person, and there's one Plata Award. So,
okay. Yes.
All right. Where are we going to start, Ray?
Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. The walkout song of the year is the award we're giving. And to be honest, it was a song that I've listened to a lot recently. I listened to it a few times when I would go to jiu-jitsu just to get pumped up. And
I go by Puddle of Mud.
Well, I was actually I'm going to use this wine bottle as the trophy. And the Plata 2021 from me goes to Weili Zhang for her awesome hip hop infusion song of a song from a Jet Li movie in China. So Weili Zhang, I may not like you as a person, but I respect your song game and you're awesome. Thank you.
The first Plata handed out, everybody. The first Plata handed out. This one's tough, man, because there's a lot of good ones. Jeff Neal walked out to a Sleep Token song last week. I just discovered Sleep Token because of him. They're fucking weird, but I like them. That's what Tai Tuivasa always has some of the best ones. But I gave a Hero of the Week to Julian Marquez for coming out to this song at one point, but I'm gonna give it to him. He came out to Miley Cyrus's cover of Heart of Glass, the Blondie song.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They had that great fight where he came back and won by Anaconda Choke. So a lot of times we're gonna have more nominations, but this one, Julian Marquez is getting Walk-Up Song of the Year for the Blondie cover by Miley Cyrus. Tai Tuivasa had some great ones too, man. He came with Spice Girls, Barbie Girl last time. The Shania Twain was great.
If I could give an all-time to theme song or like an all-time award for theme songs, I would say UFC 189.
You can't.
Filthy. What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Filthy Tom Lawler gets my theme song achievement award lifetime for coming out to Like a Prayer before the Conor McGregor Nate Diaz one fight, and he also dressed like Conor for the weigh-in. So I love Tom Lawler. He's a great pro wrestler and even greater MMA fighter. So yeah, Tim.
What? No one cares. Moving on.
Wow.
What's the next one we're doing?
It's not wrong. Best non-fighter moment. Anything a fighter did outside of an actual fight. This can go to charities. This can go to just general.
No one gives a fuck about that. Listen,
hey, I do. Okay,
I'll give you mine because mine's better than whatever yours is.
I doubt it.
Derrick Lewis knocked the dude the fuck out when he's trying to break into his car.
That is my award as well.
Okay, then there's one Plata given out this year.
Yes,
and it's Derrick Lewis for knocking. He was a Hero of the Week. And later in the show, I'm going to go through my Heroes of the Week for the whole year. And I'm going to give a Hero of the Year a little later when we're done with this.
I like it.
But man,
that was one of the greatest stories ever. But,
yeah,
that was one of the greatest stories.
The worst person who tried to take their car. Like, there's not too many other people on Earth that would be worse to try to rob their car than Derrick Lewis. That's the worst that I can think of.
Yeah,
like, him and Deontay Wilder. Those are the two.
Well, Tyson Fury too.
Sure,
especially
but
if that
as far as
big
one
bald
knockout
white
punch,
man got out of the fucking car
but
at 6'9". Jesus Christ, no pun intended.
Either. But yeah, that's sheesh. Yeah, that's great. That was great.
That would be like
also a nomination for him throwing his cup into the stands. That's another nomination as well.
Well, I gave him the robbery just because like it's hilarious that I feel bad for that poor son of a bitch in Houston who had to try and steal his car, and all of a sudden you're like, hey motherfucker, what you doing, in that scary Derrick Lewis voice, just calm. Probably was like, hey motherfucker, and then cracked him.
My balls
like he was
hot.
Curtis
Boom.
Blades. Yeah. You just made my balls hot. Boom. Yeah, I agree with you. That is the best moment of 2021 for an outside of fighter thing, just because it was we got that. I remember, I think you were the one that sent me that article. And when I read it, I was like, that is absolutely quintessentially Houston. A fighter beating the shit out of a guy trying to carjack him. It's like perfect. It's exactly what it should be. Then best in-fight moment. I will let you go first on this one.
Who was that guy you humped the dude in the face last week?
Oh, yeah.
That's up there. He was just like trying to whack him with his cup, but it was, he was humping his face.
It looked like he was just trying to throw like a knee into his shoulder or something, but ended up being a Halo 2 level teabagging. Like that's all it really was. Like I forget what his name is. He fought last week.
Yeah, I forget. I'm not gonna give it to him anyway, but that's up there. I didn't do any research for this one, and I came up with the category. I can't remember. I'd probably say my favorite when Brandon Moreno won the belt, probably.
Yeah.
How fun that was, and crying and whatnot when he choked out Davis Figueiredo. After they had that really great first fight that went to a draw, and I didn't think he was going to be able to. I didn't think that was going to happen in the second fight because Davis Figueiredo was sick in the first fight, so I thought he was going to come back healthy and look better. But Moreno choked him out, and he became the first Mexican champion, and there was a lot of crying going on, and yeah, I mean that's not the only time that happened. It happened with Oliveira too and Pena, but like. Moreno is probably my favorite because I love Moreno. I really didn't give him too much of a chance to win that fight. So, Plata goes to Brandon Moreno.
Yay!
They're in the mail, guys. The Platas are in the mail.
They will be
of Ray's face
with all of our signatures on there. We'll make sure that you get those. And my best in fight moment, you just kind of brought it up. Karma is a bitch, and so is Dustin Poirier getting subbed by Charles Oliveira. One of the best moments of 2021, in my opinion, especially right after the Conor McGregor fight with Dustin Poirier. Dustin being such a little girl.
You're the only person on earth who thinks that he was the worst in that exchange as far as trash talking goes. You're the only one on earth, so you're wrong. Yeah. You're wrong.
Because you've never talked. You don't know what it's like to talk shit in an athletic contest, okay? Look at you. The best you were was the kid playing with the grass in Little League. Like,
what were you? Were you really?
I was the kid that rode the bench in hockey and still looked cute.
You're not even a real American. You didn't play Little League. Get out of here.
No, because I didn't like baseball.
Yeah, you're not even a real American. So
I liked hockey, a real man sport.
So what were you? You fucking Shorzy from Letterkenny over there? Fucking give your balls chug, that fucking guy?
Letterkenny's awesome.
I've had enough of Letterkenny.
Fuck you, Riley. Fuck you, Shorzy.
I watched the new season, but like I feel like because they keep doing the same thing over and over again, I think all the things that I used to love Letterkenny for is just kind of annoying now. The characters are just super one-dimensional and they keep doing the same thing over and over. Like at first I'm like, oh, these characters are great, but they've been doing it for however many seasons. I'm like, okay, that's enough of this, I think.
You just
I don't hate
Thomas is barely working hard. How dare you?
What?
You wrote a thing about Letterkenny being the greatest Canadian show ever.
Oh yes.
Degrassi, get out of here.
Did you mention the show that man was on that I don't like?
Drake?
Of course.
You don't like Drake?
I hate Drake.
I love you. You and I are friends. I love it.
Like Canadians, it's your fault.
Nah. But no, yeah, Letterkenny's great. I've never watched the actual show, but I watch the clips all the time.
This sounds like Ray. So much that sounds like something you would say.
Yeah.
Do it all the time. Like, he was timid in that fight. I didn't watch the fight, but he was timid. I could tell. Like, that's Ray. That's a great show. I haven't watched it. But it's a great show. Great show. I had never watched.
Oh wow.
But I watch a lot of the fan made clips of shows and their chirping that they do. I love it. And even the Squirrely Dan. I love Squirrely Dan. And his stand up is amazing.
Tim, did you see what I just saw?
No, what?
John Madden is no longer here.
No.
Oh, breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news. John Madden passes away. How old was he?
85.
Oh, okay. He lived a life. He lived a life.
He's been out of the public eye for at least the last decade or so.
And that special that came on Saturday was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I forgot.
I need to watch that. I saw that was where is that on ESPN?
No, it was on Fox.
Oh, okay. I can probably watch it on like Hulu.
Man whose name will live on forever in video games.
Shitty video games. But
yeah, they need to straighten it out now, for real.
No, they're bad now. Back in the day, like even I played Madden and I got bored with Madden probably around like 07.
Yeah, I think I got the one a couple years ago because it was on sale. I didn't play it very much.
No, I buy Madden every year. I've been bought it since 99.
Okay.
Every year, dedicated, and I hate what they've done with it, but that just hit hard. That just hurt me.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
Yeah, it is a bummer. I mean, but again, he's a Hall of Fame coach. Won Super Bowl with the Raiders. And in my opinion, one of the best color men in any sport ever.
Yeah, him and Summerall were great back in the day.
Yeah,
it's also no longer with us, but
well, now God needed a color commentator, so there's always. I hate when people on Facebook. God needed a coach. Did he? Boom! You have to do this, Jesus, and then boom! Look at this, world peace. I'm telling you right now.
Can you see him up in heaven or wherever with a telestrator? Move to that boom, and then what you got to do is you make sure Brett Favre
signing the Angels VHS copy of Little Giants. And the replacements.
Oh man.
But no, yeah, that was for all three of us, I think. Excuse me. He was a soundtrack of our youth. I mean, our dads watched football. Well, I mean, me and Tim's dads. My dad watched football. You both.
Mine didn't.
I'm joking. I was going for the stereotype, and
it wasn't even funny. You just crash and burn. Not only did you go racist, you went full crash and burn.
Is what I did.
I don't know my daddy's shit. I learned football from my grandma. Shit,
that's awesome.
And that was better than learning from a dad because I learned who to root for and not get hit.
Now, see, you don't root for these people.
It was Georgia, Ohio State, Atlanta, and the Browns. When I started talking about I was a Lions fan, you could see the look in her face like, fuck, I did something wrong.
That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, he was the soundtrack for, Fox Sports for goddamn how long? And I remember playing Madden 94 on the NES as a kid, or the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, probably a Sega one. Yeah, probably.
And I love that one especially. It was either 94 or 95, you could actually do like training camp stuff. It was the first time they ever did a thing where you could like play as your own character and go through the ranks. Was like 94 or it was like 95, I think, was when they really introduced that shit. And I loved it. Like I said, I dropped out of Madden a long time ago. Once it got competitive, I was kind of like, I don't like any of you anymore. But John Madden will always be a legend. Always be a legend in broadcasting, for sure.
They got to re-air that special, and they got to make it available for people. Because that thing, he said when Fox offered him the job after he left CBS, he didn't think he was going to stick with Fox as long as he did. Well, and when he went to Monday Night Football, he didn't think he was going to stick there as long as he wanted to, or didn't want to. So man, they got to re-air that now. They got
turduckins for everybody.
Damn right.
Turduckins. We're gonna have a turducken. Boom. You see, you put the chicken inside.
Why did your John Madden sound like Bill Cosby? Career.
You put the chicken inside.
You put the chicken
in the duck in the jello. Yeah.
And then you spread the powder that makes the magic happen in her drink, and then you're fine. Then you eat the turducken, and then you rape a bitch.
Oh, then you had to go there. Wasn't necessary to say it. We already know about Bill Cosby. You didn't have to say it out loud.
Oh, I did. I did.
Right. That's why no one will ever watch your show.
This is why Eddie Murphy is America's dad.
Back to the Platas.
Back to the Platas, and Eddie Murphy is still America's dad. Anyway.
Oh, God.
I drank this much alcohol and I feel like I'm going to die, so that didn't work. Shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
This is Tim's second to last episode.
Don't say that.
I'm going to give you another week.
Right. No.
Our next one is submission of the year. There's a lot of them that could have been submission of the year. There's been some crazy ones, some pretty out there, especially in the UFC. It was a big year for strange techniques to be used. But I'm going to go first. Mine, just because of the shock of it all, is Juliana Pena submitting Amanda Nunes, even though really it was the punches that killed the beast. That submission ended the fight, and nobody saw that happening. Nobody. I guarantee you that there were millionaires made that night because of the fact that Juliana Pena decided to be Little Miss Badass and fucking play games, and I loved it. So that's my pick for submission of the year.
Rodolfo Vieira getting submitted by Fluffy Hernandez is one of my favorite just things that happen, period, in fighting. Because he was not supposed to submit a world champion jiu-jitsu guy, Rodolfo Vieira. And but yeah, Nunes too is pretty cool. We talked about Marquez earlier, who had that anaconda choke that he beat Peloto with. Menefield had a Von Flue choke win. But Thomas, there's a video I sent you.
Yes, you did. Let me grid it.
I'm going off the grid a little bit. I'm going out of the UFC.
That's my job.
What did we say about doing impressions when you weren't in? We talked about. Do we fucking talk? Do we say things for nothing? One in one ear, out the fucking other.
All right, Dad. Whatever. I see.
So hold on, I gotta find it.
Do you have to find it, Tim? Do you really have to find it?
I got the video. I got the video.
All right.
Share it now.
Okay, this is Matias Santos versus some guy named Vodolin. Fucking, when was this fight? This fight was in February, and in Russia somewhere. And all right, let's watch this thing. There's about 10 seconds of intro here, I think, and then a bunch of Russian sounds.
You want me to fast forward past the intro?
Yeah, 10 seconds in or so.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. I think. I don't know, something like that. Okay,
yep,
here
right
we go.
there.
Гран-при и, соответственно, соперник
They can turn the sound off because we don't know what the hell they're saying.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's better if we don't know what they're saying. Could be all anti-American.
Okay.
So,
look at this. He uses his head as a fulcrum to get the ankle lock. He throws his leg around his back of his neck and uses his head to push down his ankle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Never ever seen that before.
That's awesome.
It's weird. It's fucking wacky. I wanted to go off the grid for one of these, but yeah, that was definitely something, man. I give that guy my Plata, Mr. Santos, for submission
and the crowd goes wild. And the crowd goes wild, and that's part of the video. That's not even part of. Shout out to those people that did that. Oh, Thomas is gone. That's good to know.
We lost Thomas.
We lost our producer. No.
Yeah, there's so many good ones. What we got? Susan Munoz. That's the one that made Allen had to take 4 shots when he got that ankle lock. It's fucking nasty. Oh, Makachev had a couple. Yeah, Pena had one against the command. Yeah, it's good. So now where do we got next? Knockout. This is a tough
knockout
one.
of the year.
This is a tough one.
It is, but I already know what mine is. Yeah, I knew mine immediately just because of how can I put this?
You know what though? I don't know. There's a couple that are freaking they're really tough. There's a couple right there. Fucking right there.
Good ones. Give yours. What are yours?
Here's the thing. We got to go down the list of just how many fucking great ones there were. Derrick Lewis had a couple when he knocked out Blades. That was great because he just, face planted the dude. He was finally shutting up Masvidal. I need a full cam. He had a full cam. He knocked your ass out. Shut the fuck up. There you go. Chandler knocking out Hooker was great. Sandhagen,
that was one of my honorable mentions.
Sandhagen killing Edgar. That was so nasty.
That was a lot of people's knockout of the year. I was looking at ESPN MMA, and they posted a lot of people's knockout of the year was Corey Sandhagen knocking out Frankie Edgar. I mean, and was rightfully so, to be honest.
I think the reason I didn't give it that is because I like Frankie so much. I just felt bad for him. Much like Sandhagen as well.
Brobo Plata has no feelings, Tim. Sweep the leg.
I do. Maybe you're part of Brobo Plata.
Sweep the leg. Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, I do. All right. It was an illegal kick. Everyone knows that was an illegal kick in Karate Kid. You should have been DQ'd.
No, bring Johnny in for it.
No. Yuri Prochaska, I can't say his name, against Dominic Reyes, that fucking elbow that fucking floored him. That was so good.
Yeah.
You have to say fuck a lot when you're talking about knockouts. That fucking this, the fucking that. But number one, for a lot of reasons, a million reasons. And it's a championship, and it was just great to see when Rose knocked out Zhang Wei Li with that kick in the first round of the first fight. I was did not expect that to happen. I expected what happened in the second fight to happen in the first fight. It's a great war, but she knocked her out quick with that great switch kick, whatever, that fake the low and they go out top and just boom on her chin, knocked her out cold. Oof. Awesome. And she won a title that way, and it was great because I wanted her to win. The USA. It's nothing against Zhang Wei Li, but she's Chinese, and I wanted her to lose because of that. And Rose is American, one of the American champions, and she knocked her out. It was great. That was awesome. So that's the Plata for me. Rose Namajunas knocking out Zhang Wei Li.
My Plata goes to Derrick Lewis for knocking out Curtis Blades, just because you didn't expect it. Curtis Blades always has a great chin, but it showed really the power of Derrick Lewis.
He's been knocked out several times.
I thought he's had a good chin somewhat.
Well, he's been knocked out twice with Ngannou.
Okay. Well, that's Francis Ngannou. That's like
running
your head into a brick wall over and over again.
Sure.
You're going to die. I mean, it's how it happens. But Derrick Lewis definitely gets my Plata for knockout of the year just based on how shocking that knockout was. Nobody thought that Curtis Blades was out, but when you saw his arms go limp, you're like, oh, he's dead. Okay, let's go on.
You knew that if it was going to happen, that's going to be the way it would happen when he shot in.
Yes.
It happened that way. He caught him, and yeah, good for him. So what's next?
Let's do comeback of the year.
Oh yeah,
I have comeback of the year already, and mine goes to.
I think I had 4 on the list. Go ahead, go.
Oh Jesus! I've whittled it down to one person, and that was the cupcake herself, Misha Tate, coming back. Could have gone wrong after 4 years.
No, we're not talking about the same thing. I'm talking about in the middle of a fight, but you can do whatever you want.
Oh, I thought it was like comeback fighter kind of thing.
Nah.
But
it doesn't matter. It's fine. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, I would say Misha Tate's comeback to the UFC definitely showed a lot more dominance than what I thought it was going to be after 4 years gone from the fight.
Did you forget that?
She has lost the fight, yes. But
and
that
she fought
first
a 42-year-old in her first fight.
I'm aware. But it was a dominant performance, and she could have let nerves take her fucking whole career.
Who else would even be on that list? That's why it's not comeback fighter of the year, because who was even on the list besides her?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, maybe Ponzinibbio, maybe, because he finally got healthy. Anyway, so what I was talking about?
Josh Emmett as well.
Listen, I should have told you this. I was going to call it this is the Czech Congo comeback of the year, comeback of the year award. This is what it's called, the Czech Congo comeback of the year award, because of that great comeback he had against Pat Barry. Who is yours? He was dead. I'm getting to it, Ray. Holy shit. Calm the fuck down. All right. Anyway.
You need to get aggressive.
Oh, I got to give all the nominations for this one because there's a few. There's a handful. We talked about Marquez when that fight when he anaconda choked Patola, whatever his name was. That was great. Clay Guida had one recently. He was done. He was out and he came back and won by choke. Charles Oliveira, when he got the belt from Chandler, he was done. He was absolutely done. What is this? Was absolutely done. That's different. What is? Oh,
there's a private chat, boys.
Just fucking tell us. You're gonna go pee. Fucking who cares?
All right. I was trying to. You were in the middle of a talking, and I don't want to interrupt you.
Anyway, but probably one of my favorite fights all year was he left. He wouldn't even let me fucking finish. Like, really? I was just about to say it. What a monster.
Yeah, in this case, yeah. Who was it? I'm intrigued. We can't wait till he come back. We gotta know.
No, it's Anthony Fluffy Hernandez when he took out Rodolfo Vieira. He was getting smothered the entire fight, but Vieira ran out of steam, and then the jiu-jitsu champion, world champion, multiple-time world champion, got submitted by Fluffy Hernandez by guillotine choke because he wore him down, and Rodolfo Vieira was done, and that was great. And this happened a few times. The Oliveira fight was good. The Guida fight that just happened a couple of weeks ago. Yes. Well, yes, Ray would have understood if I would have told him it's the Czech Congo comeback of the year. But yeah, that's going to be Fluffy Hernandez. Do you remember that Czech Congo fight when he fought Pat Barry?
No, I
never saw that fight.
No,
dude, he was dead. Like he was legally dead in that fight, and somehow his corpse became reanimated. Knock out Pat Barry.
What's your favorite fight of all time?
I don't have one. Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's too tough. There's a lot of ones that I thought that are great, but that's now we're probably gonna when we get to fight of the year, we're probably gonna have the same one because but that's how good a fight has to be. Like a fight has to be really good for there to be a runaway fight of the year. Like it has to be really, really good. And I think Gaethje Chandler is probably the one. Sandhagen and Jan was good too, but I don't really see how you could pick anything over Gaethje Chandler.
Well, see, I'm by me just not really starting to get back into it. That Pena fight rang in my head because it just
it was great.
It's pump great. Up for Nunes. Nunes is this monster, and
right. Yeah, and I mean, you know what? That's another one, and it's another comeback fight I could have put on the list because she was down, and another one, Chris Curtis against Phil Haas. Like, it was a bunch. But my favorite one was that Fluffy Hernandez fight. It was great. Holloway Cater was great, although it was one-sided, but that was great. Oliveira Chandler was great, but although that was finished in the second round. Sandhagen Dillashaw was good. Jan Sandhagen. Yeah. But yeah, Gaethje Chandler is going to be my plot. I'm guessing it's going to be Reyes as well, unless he just wants to be contrarian. But yeah, because it was listen. I don't know how you can make a fight any better. There was so much action, and there's points in the fight where I thought both of them were dead at some point. I'm like, he's done. No, he's done. That's great when you think you think they're both out on their feet at some point during the fight. It was great. It is that may be one of my favorite fights ever. It's up there, right? There was that Shogun Dan Henderson fight back in the day. If you were all back, that was really good. I don't even remember who won that fight. I just remember it was a 5-round fight. And it was great. I can't remember who won.
I can't remember who won either because I watched that. I know I watched that, and I cannot remember who won.
That's the point. It was just a great fight. Who cares who won? It was a great fight.
Right.
Well, it was a championship fight, so they care who won. I think it was. I don't remember. Oh, I feel like garbage. No, I don't. I feel fine.
You feel fine. You're okay. Everything's fine. You're okay. Good news. Cavs are up by 10 at halftime. Evan Mobley in his comeback got 14 points, 4 rebounds. And Ricky Rubio is just resurged. He's just resurged. 16.7 assists and 6 rebounds.
Yeah, our veterans are playing well. Him and Love.
Yeah. Love got 14 too.
Didn't we win by like 45 the other night?
Of course we did.
That was awesome.
Taco Fall is Cleveland's new hero.
he's the new Anderson Varejao.
Did you see any clips of that game?
No, I didn't.
If you can find some
of the
highlights.
Was he hitting threes?
Huh?
Was he hitting threes?
He tried one. But every time he touched the ball, the Romo Fijo went crazy. Like awesome. Every time.
That's great. That's awesome. That's why I love Cleveland sports fans.
I love being here. I love it. Especially when they're with this, what's going on with the Cavs right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, they just extended Bickerstaff. Leave him a big deal.
And he deserves it. He deserves it. Okay.
He deserves what?
Nothing.
We were talking about you deserve a Plata for being the most anti in history.
Yeah, I would say I'm punk rock.
You do get the Plata for biggest shit sandwich. You do. Anyway.
No, giant douche. Goddamn.
Giant douche. Okay. Anyway, you left, but Anthony Hernandez, comeback of the year, when his win against Rodolfo Vieira, the Czech Congo comeback of the year award. And I talked about fight of the year already, and I assume we're gonna have the same one because I mean, if you don't, we'll have to debate about this one because I don't understand how you can pick any fight other than Gaethje Chandler.
I agree. Yeah, yeah, that one you could make it. You can make an argument also for some of the fights on the main card of UFC 269 that were back and forth, constant battles. But Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler, PFL or World Series of Fighting, taking on Bellator in a UFC cage. Former champions in both organizations, and they decided to have one of the most beastly battles I've ever watched.
Everyone expected that fight to be awesome, but it was even better than we expected, which we didn't even think was possible. And the fact that there was a very clear fight of the, you know how good a fight has to be like a hands down, very clear, obvious fight of the year, like insanely good, and that's how good that fight was.
Very.
So there you go. Double Plata for those guys. And now, fighter of the year. Is that the only one we had left?
Yes.
All right.
I'm actually gonna change my fighter of the year last second.
Okay.
I've had time to think about it. My fighter of the year goes to Logan Urban for being a champ and a trooper after getting fucked over on Dana White's Contender Series. and his guy had steroids. So fuck steroids. Love you, Logan. But no, honestly, my fighter of the year, Juliana Pena for the biggest upset of the year.
Yeah.
What a way to win the fight that she did to become the women's 135-pound champion. I'm trying to think of the girl that's coming in from PFL. Can't remember.
Harrison.
What?
Harrison.
She's calling out Harrison too if she can make weight at 135, even though she's probably coming in as 145. But I would love to see Juliana Pena take on anybody. Hopefully she beats Amanda Nunes in the rematch. There's a good thought that Amanda's going to come back a little bit harder.
You'd assume so, yeah.
I want Juliana to be the new women's 135-pound champion going to the end of 2020. So, or 2022, 2020. What the fuck? It's booze. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she's on the list for sure. Also, Rose is on the list too. I mean,
Rose,
2 great wins against Sang Lee. But I mean, the thing is, like, I think it's very, very silly if not give this guy fighter the. I mean, this dude defended his title 3 times and knocked 2 guys out doing it. Kamaru Usman. I mean, like
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, some part of me wants to kind of go like the hipster pick, like I did with the submission of the year, go off the grid. But I mean, it seems it's right there. It's right in front of you, right? It's there. He is. There he is. He's fought great. He keeps getting better. He's beating people's asses. Great fight against Kobe. 2 knockouts against Burns and Jorge. He's the man. So there you go. Fight of the year. I mean, you got it. Usman, come on. There he is. That's the Platas, I believe, right?
That is the Platas.
They're in the mail. They're all bronze statues of Thomas naked.
That I would do it.
He's doing the that pose that what was that guy? The guy I'm talking about, the big black guy with the big penis pose. That guy. What's that guy's name? You know what I'm talking about? The one that like all your friends send you that picture. You know what I'm talking about?
David.
Never mind. Never mind. Not important.
But yeah, we will. That would be funny to like find out the every time we pick up Bro Plata or the Platas, we do send the management of the fighter trophy.
Somebody sent you this. Yeah.
It's some guy naked. What? It's called a Plata. What is a Plata?
Okay. So at the beginning of the year, Ray and I, and one of our episodes that no one watched, we picked who we thought the champions were going to be at the end of this year. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, man, if this was a test, we would have failed.
I bet.
I
wasn't expecting a high grade on this, by the way.
But if we were playing baseball, we'd be Hall of Famers, I guess. It's like that.
So we were like what, mid 2s?
We both went 6 for 12.
Okay.
I think.
All right, that's not bad.
That's not correctly.
Well, John Bruton had one of the greatest things ever when he was talking about me in a podcast. When he was like, "You fail 50% of the time." Well, 50% from the floor isn't bad, stupid. Like, it's a very good. Hey, I'll take 50% at this point. That's Nostradamus levels at that point for anybody.
All right, so let's start heavyweight. Ray had more faith in Stipe. He picked Stipe. That didn't happen, obviously. He got beaten Ngannou and then didn't get his chance again. I thought this was finally going to be the year that John Jones was going to fight a heavlight. I mean, it seemed like he was going to.
Everybody
All the signs were pointing there, so I figured he was going to be the guy. We were both wrong. Francis Ngannou, heavyweight champion. Light heavyweight. Ray thought that Jan was going to keep the belt, and I got this one right. I got this one right. Glover Teixeira beating Jan. It happened. It worked. I will say, though, when I look back, you were talking about Jan Blachowicz against Izzy, and you did pick him to beat Izzy, and I didn't. So that's that for you. You got that one right. But then Glover beat Jan. So there you go. There's that. Glover's the champion. So that's a 1 for me. The next one was middleweight. We both got it right. You both said Izzy. Welterweight. Okay. I'm pretty sure you said Usman, but you're like Usman or Burns. I'm like, pick one. I don't know. You didn't pick one. I'll give you the credit for the doubt.
I'll take Usman. I don't really
now
remember.
Now you will. Okay. Listen.
We
both got Usman. Lightweight. Again, Ray couldn't pick one for some reason.
Well, because lightweight's such a deadly division to begin with.
You were both very wrong. Number one, I mean, you did the same thing I did with Jones. You thought Khabib was going to fight this year.
I did.
He didn't. He didn't come back. You said either Khabib or Conor, as if Conor could have beat Khabib. And seeing what he did this year, nah. So yeah, you went 0 for 2. You got 2 choices for some reason. Went 0 for 2. I also missed this one. Listen, Oliveira isn't very surprising because of how great he is, but I picked Gaethje, which may just be a matter of time. He's going to get the next shot at Oliveira. It's going to be a great fight. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if either of those guys won that fight, but I picked Gaethje, so missed that. Are you there, Ray?
I am. I'm right here.
All right. We both got men's featherweight wrong as well. We both picked Holloway. He didn't even get a title shot.
No, he didn't.
In his 2 fights.
And that kind of makes me mad. I'm not going to lie. Like, Max, I want him versus Volkanovski in 2022.
Probably.
More than I want to breathe.
Seems less appealing just because they've already done it twice, although I think he won the second fight.
Max got fucked in that second fight. In my opinion, he got screwed in that second fight. It should have been 49-48 Holloway through that entire thing, and ended up being a split decision, I believe.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. We talked about that a lot.
That's one of those. That's one of those where I honestly thought he would get that third title fight against Volkanovski, and it ended up going to Ortega, which I thought was still a good choice. Ortega not really doing much with it. Definitely tried.
I forgot to talk about in nomination for best in-fight moment was that whole sequence when Ortega had Volkanovski in the guillotine.
Yes,
that was great. That I thought it was like the best round. If we did a round of the year, that's the only one I could think of to be on the list. Like that was the best round. As far listen, the whole Gaethje Chandler fight was great, but that one round, I mean, that's another one, a nomination for fight of the year. That was a great fight altogether. But so women's featherweight, we both picked Nunes. Men's bantamweight, Ray got this one right. Ray had Aljo. Probably he didn't think it was going to happen the way it did. No one did, but no, he didn't fight. Jan because he was at COVID or whatever it was. Jan's the interim champion. And I had Sandhagen, who had his shots. Man, he had a shot to get the interim belt, and missed it. But Jan's still the champion. Excuse me, Aljo's the champion. Or I get it right. Women's bantamweight, like we both got wrong because at the time it looked like Nunes was saying she wasn't going to fight bantamweight anymore. So yeah, she did, obviously. And also I'll say this: Pena wasn't on either of our radars at all.
No, nobody thought Juliana Pena was going to have the rise to power that she had.
I didn't even think she was going to get that fight.
No,
but she had the win against McMahon, and then he gave her the shot, and she took advantage. She won the fight, obviously, but yeah, definitely didn't pick her. We both picked Holly Holm because we thought maybe that Holly Holm would get a title shot if it was vacated by Nunes, and maybe against like Durandamine or something. That fight again, and then
I don't want to see that fight again. Looking now, I don't want to see that fight. Especially after that first one. I'm not a fan of Jermaine Durandamine to begin with. So
that's why I wanted to fight again, so Holly can beat her ass, fam.
I don't care. Move on with life.
Right, stop it.
It's like when you find out your girlfriend's blowing a best friend. You're like, all right, you guys have fun.
Men's flyweight, we both got wrong.
Okay.
Neither of us had Moreno. Ray had Davison Figueiredo keeping his belt, and I thought Cody was going to be able to get that fight and win the title, and that obviously didn't happen. In his first flyweight fight, he got knocked out. So we were wrong there. The next two, we both picked Valentina to keep her belt, and we both picked Rose to have the belt at the end of the year. So,
yeah, because honestly, with Rose in 2021, she was, or 2020, she was already kind of a ball of fire going into early 2021, and then beating Weili Zhang the way she did in the early part of this year, dude. Like, I knew Rose was going to keep that shit, and she defended it. I mean, against Wei Li in a great female trilogy. But I honestly was happy that Rose ended up as women's champion at the end of the year.
And I think we said it that for her to be champion at the end of this year, she's going to have to beat her twice, probably. Yes. And that happened, and she did. And it was great. Love Rose. How can you not love Rose? Love her.
Oh, what a great woman! What a great woman.
The best. So we both got Izzy right. Both got Usman right. Valentina and Rose right. And Nunes at featherweight. The only ones we had different is you had Aljo and I didn't, and I had Glover and you didn't. So we both went 6 for 6. Let's do better next year. Maybe next week we'll do this again, I guess.
Yeah, we're definitely going to
for the next card.
Yeah, we'll run down.
We did do this right after. We forgot to do it until after Holloway beat Cater, and that's why we were all on his train because of what he looked like against Cater. But
again, I still think he got fucked in that decision.
Yeah, beforehand, yeah, sure.
I will make I will make that Holloway had definitely more work done in that fight than Volkanovski. Like, I stick by the fact that Max Holloway should be a world champion.
Even though he hasn't lost in forever, I wasn't really on the Volkanovski train until he beat Ortega. Now I'm like, okay,
yeah,
he's really good. Although he was really good before, but those fights are really close, and I still think that
he looked like a world champion though against Ortega in that fight.
Getting out of that guillotine that we talked about.
I had just legitimately left a Newfound Glory show before watching that fight take place, and I'm going to tell you something. I had amazing time at that NFG show. I will go to see NFG again. But that Ortega-Volkanovski fight, Volkanovski made me a believer that night at just how aggressive he was. It was insane to watch him be able to defend such high-level grappling in a Brian Ortega like it was barely anything. So, again, do I think he should be world champion? No, but I want to see him and Max one more time in hopefully 2022 and make that like middle of the year kind of fight. Give him about 6 months to train and go from there, man.
Well, and also, how many months? I mean, it was less than anyway. That's probably the featherweight fight. Is probably fight is probably Max Holloway.
And also, I wanted to add an honorary to my knockout of the year: Tyson Fury beating Deontay Wilder by knockout. Probably the best knockout I've ever seen in this era of boxing. This era, not of all time, but of this era, one of the hardest knockouts ever. Like, that was awesome. So good. The Ortiz Wilder fight kind of has it, but damn, did Tyson knock his ass out.
No, Logan Paul gets first, second, and third in knockout of the year.
Okay.
All right. Anyway,
I like it.
Tom and Ray, they don't know who Tim is gonna pick this week. Conseco or Krakow? I guess you'll have to wait and see. Who is Tim's hero of the week? Okay, before I get to this week's hero of the week, this is going to be number 46 I've done of these, and I started doing that this year. And I think we're going to go through them all. I mean, Thomas hasn't heard most of these. I'm going to go through all the winners and quickly and tell you what they did, I believe, from week 1, which I don't know when that was. It was 46 weeks ago. So, all right. Number 1 here.
A few of them.
Can I go now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you.
I was just commenting.
Okay, that's fine. Well, the reason I say Conseco or Krakow, because the first one was Conseco. Jose Conseco was the first hero of the week because of that whole Barstool Sports thing when he got like $1 million to take a dive. Hilarious. Hilarious. He wasn't supposed to take a dive, but he did. I'm like, good for him. Fucking cash your checks, fam. Second one was Julian Marquez for that fight we talked about against Pilato, whatever his name was, and he walked out to the Miley Cyrus song, and then he called out Miley Cyrus in the interview, which is kind of hilarious. Everything about that was great. 3 was Ted Cruz for dipping out on the Snowpocalypse. Good job, bro. He's like, that's hero status right there. He's like, you know what? My state needs me. I'm gonna head out, bro. I love it.
What up, MMA holes? We're doing our end of the year show, and the MMA holes show up. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank
you. Know what? I want to say something. I was watching their show for a little bit yesterday, and Moss was talking about cursive, and apparently he calls cursive script, and he was like the only one that calls it script. And listen, that is true. I don't know anybody who calls it script. However, if you talk about the cursive font, you always call it script. So I'll give it that much, right? Let's think of that. Like, you don't say, "Oh, what font do you use?" "Oh, I want a cursive font." No one says that. They say script. You know, like the baseball team formerly known as the Cleveland Indians had script Indians across their. You don't say cursive Indians, right? You say script. So I don't give you too much. I knew what he was talking about. And then they talked about how he's raised by nuns or something, and I don't know, private school. I don't know something.
I'm also going to give him shit because he didn't know a Kenny Loggins song that I brought up. Hanging with the Boys. That's it. You didn't know who Hanging with the Boys? It's an amazing song from Top Gun.
K-Log, we've been trying to get K-Log on every week. We keep talking to his people, and I think they blocked us. They blocked us on all social media and email. We've been blocked. We just went, mainly because the email was just like K-Log, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. That's it. That's all it says. Nothing else. So they you know. Anyway, moving on. What we're doing right now is we're going through our heroes of the week from all the weeks this year. I'm on. The last one I talked about was Ted Cruz for dipping out on the Snowpocalypse. Number 4 was David Venkel. That was a dude from Czech Republic who broke the record for swimming under ice.
Yes,
which is insane to do that to begin with. But like, I'm going to break the record. I'm going to defy my life in a further distance than anyone has defied their life doing this before. Number 5 was a Rite Aid lady who saved me a lot of money. That was nice. They found me a coupon that saved me a couple $100. It didn't happen last time. I spent an insane amount of money in the pharmacy last week. Number 6 was Pat Miletich for being on our show. That was a great interview. It's still on there.
Check out that episode.
He talks about somebody on Showtime maybe saying a racial slur, hitting the cough button, saying a racial slur. Yeah, you need to clip that out. We're going to. But that happened. And like, no one watched it. He's talking about somebody, probably Frank Shamrock, saying a racial slur in the cough button, and like no one has seen that. No one has seen it because no one has watched the video because it's our show. And I understand, but listen, that was a good interview. A lot of great stuff with Pat Miletich. He's the man. Number 7 was Taito Lavasa. I think this was for his knockout / Shui / Shania Twain song walkout. Just every time that guy fights, I love him. I love him. You see him on a card, you get excited. I really hope it's probably not going to happen, but I really hope they put him on that Columbus card. I want to see that guy fight live.
That would be awesome. That would make the price of admission even better.
Right. 8 was the squirrel that was stealing people's packages.
Yeah,
in Chicago.
I remember that.
Yeah, we showed the video. It was a squirrel that was like taking people's like FedEx envelopes and then scurrying up the building, and just like, I guess they found like a nest full of this like packages this squirrel was stealing. It's hilarious. Maybe I like to think that squirrel was like flipping shit on the street. Maybe. What else we got? Number 9 was Do you remember Nestor Higuera? Remember that guy?
Oh my God. Why do I remember him?
He was like the 5'8", 290-pound place kicker.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know. He went viral because he made a field goal, and everyone's like, dude, there's a fat kicker kicking 50-yarders. What? Yes. And he became my hero.
Oh, God damn it.
Still love the guy. Oh, Ray's gone again. Number 10 was a duel. We needed 2 people for this one. It was his name? Anthony Noir and Rob Stone from the PBA, because they need both of them for the clip.
Totally remember this.
Yeah, we showed the clip. Anthony Noir is this ginger kid.
We got a copyright because of this.
The ginger assassin, and he hit a 7-10 split, which is always impressive. If anyone's bold, a 7-10 split is like impossible almost. But not only was it that, this guy Rob Stone, who was the play-by-play guy, flipped his shit so much that it was hilarious. Like, it was a great shot to begin with, but then Rob Stone just flipped his shit. Like, I don't know. It's like Jesus came back. He was like, that's how excited he was that this kid hit the 7-10 split. And it was great. And I'm like, I want this guy to commentate every sport ever. It's amazing. Yes. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, that was a good clip.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we love the Rogan grabbing Corey reactions, but this guy going nuts was the best. It was the best. So those guys were co-hero of the week. Week 11, Hope Trotwell She's a pitcher for North Texas University of North Texas.
Yes. Yeah.
She had a perfect game where she struck out everybody. Everybody.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Everybody.
Huh.
What? Yeah, it was insane. I mean, how can you listen? It's insane. You know how good in the college. I think she was playing a SWAC team. I don't know how good the SWAC schools are at softball, but it doesn't matter. It's a Division I team. You struck out all 21 batters. What? It's insane. The next one, week 12. This is one of my favorites. Ukrainian International Airlines.
What?
Remember this one, Ray?
What was it again? Ukrainian International
Airlines.
Why don't remind me?
They start giving aerial tours of Chernobyl because finally, you've been waiting for forever. Yeah, they're just like, hey, get on the plane. We'll show you Chernobyl. Yeah, they're the hero because, yeah, everyone's been wanting that for so long. About time. We need to book ourselves one of those.
I'd be down.
Week 13, Virginia Girl Scouts Skyline Troop. Because of COVID, they couldn't deliver cookies, so they started delivering them on drones.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Apparently the kids weren't driving them. That would have been great to see like this crashing at people's houses to like, drop their Thin Mints on the Yeah, but I heard that. I'm like, that's awesome. That's fantastic. I really hope now if that would have happened somewhere around me, someone probably would have shot it down and yelled America real loud. Week 14, and I have an update for this one. Kevin Kelly for the Presbyterian Blue Hose. This is a guy that was a college coach, a high school coach in Arkansas, I think, for a long time, and he never punted. That was his thing. But he finally got a job at Presbyterian, which is like an FCS school. And he looked. Haven't looked at all their games, but I think they punted more than he punted, but he didn't punt much. Like it was like less than once a game they punted. And they lost a lot. So obviously there were punting situations where they didn't punt. But the update to this situation is that he resigned recently. I don't know why. He had a shitty year and then he resigned. I don't know.
I would resign if you had a shitty year.
Maybe. Well, 1 year. I don't know.
If it's that shitty where you're losing every game almost.
Yeah. Week 15 was John Lipka. He was an umpire because according to that box on TV, he didn't miss. He missed maybe one ball in a whole game. He had like a 99% strike rate or something. Like, how hard that is? That's insanely hard. Mm-hmm. It's insanely hard. But apparently, he's one of the best at it as far as calling balls and strikes. And as someone who's umpired a lot of baseball games, I know how hard that is. So the fact that they said that he was like, I don't exactly trust that box, but it shows that he was that consistent, right? He's that consistent. So, yeah, he was here the week 15. Week 16 was Derrick Lewis for what we talked about earlier, who knocking that dude out, trying to steal his car. Week 17, what a raised boys, Pittsburgh Pirate Will Craig, because he was my hero because I didn't think anyone could pull that ridiculous of a move in a baseball game. I didn't know anyone could do something that bad. I didn't think there's ever going to be anything worse than a Canseco home run getting hit in the head. But then there was by Will Craig. Thomas, do you remember this?
No.
This was the play when he chased Javi Baez, now Detroit Tiger, Javier Baez, down the first baseline. He hit a ground ball to Craig playing first base, then decided to run backwards. And Craig decided to chase him for some reason. And there's a runner on third who's running home. And then Craig says, let's try to throw this guy out at home instead of touch first base. Granted, there were 2 outs, everybody.
Oh.
2 outs.
It's one of the most pirate things that ever happened, to be honest. Like,
he was safe at home. But listen, Baez still has to make it the first because there's 2 outs. Second baseman, nowhere near first base. Nowhere to throw it to. Easily makes it the first base. I think he made it to second too, didn't he? Worst thing I saw ever. And you know what? I didn't think anything could ever be as bad as Canseco getting hit in the head and going over. But that was the worst thing I think. Listen, this is someone who's umpired a lot of Little League games. I've never seen anything that bad. I don't think that I remember at least. And it was Major League Baseball.
It was. Well, don't call the Pirates Major League Baseball.
Technically, Major League. You see, Polanco's going to Japan.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it'll free up some cap space.
Week 18 was the state of Montana. I don't really remember why. One part of it is like something happened in Montana, and then like Montana De La Rosa won. So we're like, hey, Montana, because Montana. That was a weak one. I'll give you that.
All right.
19 was Bowling for Soup because they came out with that cover of a Hanson song I really liked. It's good. Hey, listen, this is my hero of the week. I can give it to whoever the hell I want, fam.
That's true. That is true.
20 was probably one of the better ones. This is really an actual hero, maybe. It was Carl Nassib. For coming out of the closet and the first active NFL player to come out of the closet. Because listen, now hopefully there's kids that are afraid to tell about their sexuality in high school because they play football and think it's whole thing. There's because of Carl Nassib, there's probably going to be kids that feel more comfortable with themselves, playing football and being gay because of Carl Nassib and whoever else eventually comes out. That's a big deal. We said the same thing about if a male fighter eventually comes out, they're going to be the face of it too. That's what we said.
Well, there's possibly one.
There's probably more than one. I mean, statistically, there has to be more. But maybe
I'm talking about.
You don't want to be
general.
the face. If you don't want to be the face, you can keep it to yourself if you want. I mean, it is your
it's your choice.
Are you saying you give no love to that stuff?
It's his business, not mine. 21 was Kevin Love for being the one white guy in the Olympic team, but he ended up being not playing anyway. 22 was Joey Chestnut for being Joey Chestnut and winning yet another championship hot dog eating competition. Ty Tuivasa was number 23. He's won twice, and I think that was for when he came out to Spice Girls. He knocked somebody out, did a shoey. Love him, dude. Love him. 24 was Lee Kiefer, who was I think from Ohio, right? She won a gold medal. This is during the Olympics. She won a gold medal for women's foil and fencing. And I watched a couple of them. I didn't think fencing was that exciting, and it is. It's pretty exciting, actually.
It's very exciting.
It's pretty fun to watch. 25 was Hunter Armstrong, who also won a gold medal. He's from down here, from Dover, where by me. He went to Dover High School, and he swims for Team USA and Ohio State. He won a gold in a relay. 26, Eddie Alvarez, not the fighter Eddie Alvarez, the baseball player.
Yes.
Because he won a silver with the baseball team, and back in Sochi, he won a silver speed skating.
Whoa.
I know.
Yeah.
I think he's like the 5th or 6th person who's won medals in both. I know we talked about what happened. Because there's a guy who won
awesome.
gold.
We were following that story for a while during the year.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. That was really cool that he got. Yeah. I mean, listen, the two speed skating and baseball, like those are both sports. Two things that you have to spend a lot of time on, right, to be really good at. So the fact that you were able to do both, and they're completely different, right? I mean, some of the other people who did it were like bobsledders and sprinters, or like they rode or something like that.
All Jamaican. Sure. Jamaica, we have a bobsled team.
Like we're like halfway done. Is this when we're a little past halfway? Is this a good segment yet? All right.
It is.
Okay. 27 was Kyle, Texas. Remember this one, Ray? They had they wanted to break the record for world's biggest gathering of Kyles.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Drywall, be wary. The Kyles are coming. The Kyles are coming. All the convenience stores are out of Monster Energy drink. 28 was Miguel Cabrera for hitting his 500th bomb.
Yes.
29 was Bishop Sycamore for whatever the hell they were doing. We talked about that last week. Great. Fake high school. Again, we talked about it from being in Ohio. If anyone else heard that, like the coaches around here knew they were a fake school. It wasn't like a surprise. It was a surprise to everyone else. And then they act surprised when the rest of the country kind of figured it out. Like, oh, what? We didn't know. They knew. They fucking knew. 30 was this kid, Caleb Dowden from Mercy University. The kicker. They went up. They killed somebody by a lot. They scored 10 touchdowns. They were up 69-0, and then he missed an extra point and said he had to take one for the team. So they I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but to take one for the team so they could win 69-0.
You know, there was some fucking players on the bench going, you're missing this, right? Like you're not. Yeah. This is gonna be for the internet, especially with Gen Zers now in college. 69 is like they were like, we need to do this. That way we can say it on Fortnite later, right? Like, that shit was said. Like, that was a fixed game in only one way.
He played a perfect move by putting on Facebook, had to put the video on, Twitter, and said, had to take one for the team. Hilarious. That's why he was here the week that week. The next 131 was Sam Burgos, who was the referee in the Belfort Holyfield fight and saved Holyfield's life.
Yes.
He did. That was ridiculous. And he did a great job. We talked about that when it happened. That guy saved him. He did exactly what he was supposed to do as a ref. And he saved them because it was bad.
So stupid, that fight.
32 was Little Nas X for those billboards he put up in LA. They were hilarious. I like a lot of stuff he's doing, because not only is he a pop artist that's popular and gay, but he's like aggressively gay and like throw it in your face. I mean, not that long ago, like Adam Lambert was like, "Oh, I think he may be gay." Oh no, people freaked out because he kissed the guy on TV or whatever. Little Nas X like, "Fuck y'all, I'm gonna be me." And those billboards were like saying stuff like, "Gay, you may be entitled to financial compensation." They're really funny, and I love that he did it, promoting his new album. 33 was Justin Tucker for hitting the 66-yard field goal.
Yeah.
34 was Grimes for getting the picture taken of her with the Marx Brothers book. Marx Brothers.
What's the secret void?
Yeah. 35 was this brave lady.
One of our 60-year-old listeners knows that.
35 was a brave lady at the hospital who like took it really on the man. When the doctor told her she was gonna die, I was next to her in the hospital, and I didn't want to necessarily hear that, but I did. And she was just like, "Okay, call hospice." And she like, I don't know, not a way I would ever take it. Obviously she was in her 80s or something, she said, but yeah. Anyway, I hope she's doing all right. And she may be gone. I don't know.
Well, no, yeah, she's probably.
36 was William Shatner for being an old man in space.
Yes.
37 was Dearness Johnson for that game he had against Denver. We really needed him. He's great. 38 was the Cleveland Guardians roller derby team for suing the Cleveland Guardians baseball team. However, that again, you can't. It's easier to get blood from a rock than it is getting money out of the Dolans. So, but they basically said, fine, you can just keep being the Guardians. No one gives a shit. That's what they said. That's how they settled it. They said, we're not going to give you any money. You just keep doing your thing. No one gives a shit about you. And they got no money from it.
Hey.
So really, little Dolans.
Dolans are dicks anyways.
39 was Gaethje and Chandler for that great fight. We gave it the Plata for Fight of the Year earlier. 40 was Britney Spears for finally getting her conservatorship shut down. 41 was the Peddler Picasso guy, the guy who made that crazy GPS map. Remember that? We showed that.
Oh, yeah, where he biked across and did that. Yeah.
42 was the Tan Hell Inn. That was those people that got stuck in a bar for 3 days and had to listen to an Oasis cover band for 3 days. 43 was the Memphis Grizzlies for that big win against Oklahoma City, broke a record. Mm-hmm. 44 was the Mary Med Dispensary, who made that giant pot brownie, 800-pound pot brownie. And last week was Bailey Zappi from Western Kentucky University for breaking those records. Anyway, so this week, 46.
The special one.
Yeah. I have a video, but first, a nomination. Ray, you got to help me with the pronunciation of this guy's name. This is one of your guys. Mario Lemix.
How to spell it?
Lemix. Lemieux.
Lemieux?
I didn't know how to say it. That's what it says.
Do you want to know the sad part? Is that comes from playing hockey. That comes from years of watching NHL and constantly, and also meeting him, God himself, Mario Lemieux. You bring me back to some, and also Claude Lemieux, who played for the Denver or Colorado Avalanche. Why Denver Avalanche?
Claude, oh man, he got the short end of the stick.
Claude Lemieux, yes,
the names there. Claude.
But Detroit and Colorado were rivals in the late 90s, and there's a station called 1120 The Fan in Detroit, and WDFN, and they would do little comedy bits on their afternoon show that I would listen to because it came over the lake perfectly. Like you could get Stoney and Wojo at 2 p.m. every day. Loved it. But shout out to Stoney and Wojo. Love them to death. And they would always never call him Claude. It would be Claude Lemieux. Like that would be his thing. But like there's so many times where they would also say Lemieux just to be assholes. So yeah, it's Lemieux.
Lemonix. Lemonix. Some sort of
sounds like a disinfectant.
Yeah, disinfectant or decongestant. One of those.
Yeah.
Lemonix.
Runny nose. Lemonix.
Lemonix. Yeah. But Mario Lemieux apparently. Ray, you'll know this better than me, but this is what I read. Apparently, like in 1998, because Pittsburgh didn't have any money, but they wanted to keep him, they paid him in ownership stock.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he just cashed out because they just sold the Penguins, and he got $350 million in that deal. So basically, they wouldn't.
He's now a minority owner in the team. He's not the majority owner. He was the majority owner of the team from.
He got $350 million. That's what I'm saying.
He earned it.
Yeah, he
earned it. As a Pens fan, he earned every dime of that, and he should have gotten a little bit over $1 billion, to be honest. Because he's the reason that the Pittsburgh Penguins still exist in Pittsburgh. He got gambling legalized in the state of Pennsylvania when that was a thing. He was trying to get Rivers Casino built, and also
who are we giving credit for that for at Ohio? Joe Thomas. Who gets credit?
Sure. I mean,
the Paul brothers. The Paul brothers do probably. Eventually, they're going to fix a fight for everybody. You want to give back to the community? Fix a fight, and let us know.
Well, I was going to say they're for sports gambling in the state of Ohio. I would say probably the Paul brothers, but not gambling in general. Mario got gambling in the state of PA legalized to where because he was such an advocate for that way that revenue was coming into the city of Pittsburgh, and then they built the PPG Paints Arena, which is held, I think, 2 UFC fight nights. They weren't really well attended from what I've seen, but I wish they were. Great arena, great place to see hockey. But Mario is basically Jesus on water in fucking Pittsburgh. Like you want to talk, if you want to talk about the hierarchy, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, the father is Myron Cope immediately. The son would definitely be Terry Bradshaw. Or no, the son would definitely be Mario, and then the Holy Ghost is Terry Bradshaw or Chuck Knoll. Those, depending on who you ask. But like
the Rooneys,
the Rooneys are their own thing. They're the Saints of Pittsburgh, pretty much.
You know that I knew exactly when I mentioned Mario Lemieux, I knew this was going to happen. I did it anyway. It's fine. I knew it was going to happen. I wanted you to.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. I figured.
I grew up in a Mario heavy. Yeah, I'll tell the story. I don't think I've ever told that story on the podcast either, but I'll tell that story in a minute. But it was literally like some people have Jesus Christ on their mantle above the fireplace. No, we had a picture of Mario in our house. Like my dad breathed, and slept the Penguins his entire life from 1967 on. So when Mario came in, he was God, just God. But and there's a funny story. My dad was 6'6", 260 pounds. I think I've told this on the podcast a few times. But my mom always told the story of the night the Penguins won their first ever Stanley Cup in 1991. My parents had a water bed that they had in their master bedroom. And my mom, during a party during the Stanley Cup finals, where the Penguins beat the North Stars. Yeah, it was the North Stars, and then it was Chicago, because Chicago was during sudden death. That's how I remember that shit. But Sudden Death, nobody remembers that awesome movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Of course.
Movie. That movie rules. They crash a helicopter in the same place where they shot the fish that saved Pittsburgh. How do you not love that? But my dad, being the big guy that he was crying in the fetal position on their water bed, going, "Oh my God, Mario finally did it!" Because when he came in '86, he was the savior of the league, or at least the savior of the Penguins from then on. I think it was '86. No, '84 is when he came into the league. And I actually got to meet Mario Lemieux as a 12-year-old, and I can't believe it's been 20 years since that. But I was wearing an old Penguins jersey that my dad had, and my parents had made friends with the pro shop people at this arena or this rink that we were playing a tournament in, and they told my parents one day, Mario is in a gray Beamer. He's going to be doing autographs after practice because we get to watch the Penguins practice, which was dope because my dad knew a lot of the Penguins at the time because they were Cleveland Lumberjacks. And it's actually kind of funny. One time, my dad was hanging out in the warm room outside the locker room of the place we were playing at, and all of a sudden, Ian Moran from the Pittsburgh Penguins came by, and my dad knew him from playing in Cleveland as a lumberjack. So, like, all the parents got to see my dad interact with an NHL superstar and go, "How the fuck do you know him?" I used to Zamboni at the Word Church in Warrensville Heights. No joke, Thomas. My fucking dad used to be, when it was Sportsplex, my dad was the Zamboni driver.
Oh, yeah.
And the maintenance guy for pretty much the entire place. But so my mom, all of a sudden, we're hanging out underneath a canopy underneath the bar of the rink we're playing at, and my mom just yells, "Raymond, get the fuck over here!" And it was Mario's Beamer, and he rolls down the window. My mom's holding line for me and my friends like a good mom does. You know, you got to let some people cut to really get some shit together. And Mario looks at me and goes, "Son, that jersey is way too young or way too old for you. Whose is that?" And I was like, "It's my dad's." And he said, "Bend over or bend down a little bit." And he signed it on the nameplate. You want to know where that jersey is today, guys?
Where, Ray?
I don't know because I fucking lost it.
How could you lose that?
I don't know. It hurts me. It hurts to this day.
How can you even let that thing out of your sight? Like,
I don't know.
That's a fuck up, Ray.
Watch, guaranteed I'll find it in some old hockey bag somewhere.
Why was it not in a frame above the mantelpiece? Always.
My fucking question. But I don't know. I'm just pissed.
You fucked up, Ray.
I did. But I got to meet God. So yeah, Mario, he earned all the money he got in that sale.
All right. Anyways, now I'm a hero of the week. If we ever listen, also you told that story like 8 times in this podcast.
I love that story because I got to meet Jesus incarnate, the man who walked on ice to give us 2 Stanley Cups. I'm perfectly fine with it. Fuck yeah, he's a traitor. Mario Lemieux all day, every day. Love that man.
Thomas, we pulled the video up. I sent you the other one.
Oh God.
You got
this. This happened in Washington D.C. at an elementary school. This is Miss Fitz. They call her. She's a 3rd grade teacher. Her name's Kathleen Fitzgerald. She told these children in the playground that they would all get hot chocolate, and she was able to drain a basketball shot from across the playground. And
go full screen before you play it.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is done
courtesy of the Guardian
and on ESPN and stuff. Sorry.
Oh God!
You get hot chocolate and she nails this from across the park at the playground there. Oh! Ah! Look at these kids go nuts!
God damn!
These kids go nuts! Just a jubilant. I wish I could get that excited for anything anymore. But look,
Cavs need to sign her as an outside shooter. In my opinion.
She nailed, and she knew she had it too, man. She nailed. I mean, she's obviously done this before, and she has. She actually played at Rutgers.
Did she?
Yeah. I don't know if she was on the Don Imus team or not, but she played at Rutgers.
She was probably riding the bench.
That was great.
At that point.
And the kids that have it was hilarious. That's why it's been all over the internet. And she was on ESPN.
That's cool.
Anyway, Kathleen Fitzgerald, number 46 Hero of the Week.
Woo!
Also, let's promise, I'm going to give a Hero of the Year.
It's
out of all of these. And really, I think we just talked about it before. The only one of these that actually kind of made an actual difference in any way, shape, or form was Carl Nassib. I'll do this again next year for all my Heroes of the Week. But of the 46 this year, number 20, Carl Nassib is Hero of the motherfucking year 2021. Carl Nassib, Brown, Penn State Nittany Lion, Brown, Buccaneer, Las Vegas Raider, Carl Nassib. Okay, player.
Absolutely.
So there's that.
Yeah. Hero of the Week happened.
Like a 40-minute Hero of the Week segment. But we still need to get to that priest or whatever that
the what?
Tom's gonna pull it up.
Oh yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Is it what I think it is? Is it the Italian story?
Well, you got both of those, but I think this one's the one you want.
Let's see what we got. Because if it's what I think it is, we need to talk about this story. Because this will be the last story of 2021 for us, possibly.
Oh, we got two here.
So let's bring it up. Oh God. What is this?
Facebook feed.
Facebook feed.
There we go.
Ah, yes.
Somebody read this.
This man is one of the greatest human beings to ever live. He did something no Baptist, Catholic, no Protestant, no non-denominational church that I went to on Sunday or Christmas Eve could ever do. This man beat Satan. He is now the champion, and we can say this: fuck AEW, fuck WWE, fuck the territory system. Spiritual Wrestling Championship Wrestling is the number one territory in the world, and this man is Pastor Boboski. I will not try and say his last name because one, I am too white to try, and two, I am white, so I feel bad. And it's just called white guilt. And
Nagar. Anyway, somebody read this. I can't really see it.
Nigerian controversial pastor Odejumi in
Odemehe in the Baski Bahas.
Thomas crushed it.
He won a belt in International Spiritual Wrestling Championship after defeating Satan in a closed door match. I didn't realize that was a stipulation anymore. I thought that went out.
Who was on the undercard of that? Was Joel Olstein versus Gabriel?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Somehow Dennis Rodman got involved with this.
Sure.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah.
Did a great. He sold a great diamond cutter from Pontius Pilate. I think that was how that went on that card. But yes, apparently,
wrestling match was Hellfire alone and emerged
victoriously. The said match had no referee or spectators, just Satan and Pastor Ojome. Congratulations to
so he's
Prophet
really going up to his
Bajos for that.
I love that he's going to his congregation with a belt and saying, with all seriousness, this happened.
Dude, he put money into that belt, by the way. That is a man who went online and said, "I will get the International Spiritual Championship
Wrestling." For it.
shirt.
He was given it. He was given it like how Johnny got the golden fiddle and Devil went down to Georgia. That's what he got the wrestling belt, and that happened. And
what would Satan's wrestling finishing move be? Is my question.
Oh, Hell's Bells. It's Hell's Bells.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
but no, what would be the move?
Like a mix between a Michinoku driver into a Canadian destroyer.
He's thought about this a lot.
Yeah. I was gonna say something else, but I mean, he had a real answer. So I'm like, oh, never mind.
I know, and only I knew what he was talking about, Tim.
What if somebody like raised their hand at congregation and you're like, "Hey, isn't wrestling fixed?" Then what?
One, I appreciate the nomenclature. Second of all, damn you for being right.
Also, this guy wasn't a nomination for Hero of the Week because I saw this just on Facebook. If I would have looked up more and saw an actual news story or something, maybe, but I, don't really trust anything you see. However, I do believe this probably happened, and this is hilarious. And I kind of want to go to this guy's church now.
Me too. I'm down to be a member of this congregation. As long as 24/7 rules happens and I can pin him on the stage. I want 24-hour rule anywhere, anytime, and I will become the International Spiritual Wrestling Champion over this man.
Satan's got to get his rematch.
Yes.
That's
Madison
true.
Square Garden next year. I'm thinking.
Maybe. Yeah.
MSG.
Listen, you deprived us once of this match. The next one has to be pay-per-view.
Yes.
Yeah, live from MSG. I like it.
Yeah.
You get fight involved. Fight or bare knuckle boxing. I think
Triller.
they'd be interested.
It's going to be on Triller.
Yes. We have Jake Paul and Pat McAfee on commentary. Pat McAfee is the.
I thought you said that was going
to
be the undercard fight, Jake Paul versus Pat McAfee.
That would be awesome.
I would pay for that.
Pat McAfee, by the way, is the best in the last probably 5 years. Best wrestling color commentators
You said
I've
this
ever
a
seen.
lot on the show.
I hate the fact.
I'm just letting you know that you said it a lot. It's fine.
I love Pat McAfee for it. I've listened to his show now because of it.
What was the next one? Oh, here we go.
Jesus.
This pops up.
Put a fucking bell on you, boy. What the shit?
Hi, Alan. You missed so much. We went through all the heroes of the week.
Damn it.
Hero of the year.
Damn it.
I know. I tried to drink and now my whole liver hurts. So that maybe I can't drink anymore. That's going to be, man, that'd be sad. Me and Alan just won't be friends anymore if I can't
get you high, son.
No, if you can't drink, we're fucking done.
Yeah,
oh, come on. At least smoke weed with the man.
No, we don't smoke weed anymore. We're too old.
I drank this much alcohol and it started hurting. That's not good. That's fucking.
How much?
Like,
not that much. Yeah, I can't fucking do it anymore. Happened at Christmas too. Although a couple weeks ago I drank a bunch and I was fine. So I don't know. Maybe there's something that can be fixed. Maybe it's just something I don't know.
We have a lot of problems if you can't drink. I mean,
no.
What's the point of being your friend anymore?
Right?
I'm just gonna have to fucking go to Cleveland and hang with Ray and Thomas now. I mean, fuck it, I got nothing left.
Yeah.
You boys trying to party?
I don't want to think about that, but I know. No, I have to get the MRI, the ultrasound of my liver because my enzymes were up, and I was hoping it would just be like a fatty liver. But now this is happening. Now I'm fucking worried. So
Tim
falling
will be
apart.
sitting while me, Alan, and Thomas are drinking, and just you hear all around me are familiar places.
No, I'm on board.
Worn out faces. He's just walking with his hands in his pocket in a coat.
So
what's up? How's
nothing, man.
Christmas?
That's fine. You know, Christmas was Christmas. Yeah.
Alan texted me at like 9 a.m. say I'm drinking. It's fine. It's Christmas or something like that.
Shut up. Why do you have to tell people this? I don't understand.
Part of your charm is your alcoholism. That's
no wait. Whoa.
Mine too. Like, what's gonna happen if I can't drink anymore?
I guess we're gonna have to give up, buddy. We're gonna have to figure out something else we like doing.
You know,
I don't know.
It's weird. It's not like, well, if I have to live, I guess it's not a big deal. But I'm thinking, why does that have to fucking be that?
You'll be all right. It's just, there's a lot of reasons people livers can hurt, and one of them's.
But it's weird that it happened when I'm drinking. Sorry, I have a bunch of blood work. I mean, because I saw the enzymes up. I have a bunch of blood work. It's all panel, blood, like a liver panel, and then I have to get the ultrasound. So that's a thing. Anyway,
there's probably correlation without causation, my friend. I mean, come on.
Well, here's the thing. It's got to be something. Because there's something fucking wrong with me. Because I've been, it's been bad. So, anyway, do you have anything you're pissed about this week, Al? Or
I got a lot of stuff I'm pissed about. How the fuck do I? Okay, first thing I'm pissed about is how is there no fucking dark mode for whatever the fuck this StreamYard? Like, I should be able to turn all this shit dark. This is
what?
Bullshit.
I don't know.
Wait, having issues. I have to fill out a thing. Never mind. It's too late for that. Yeah, man. There's plenty of shit I'm pissed about. It's 2021. Pissed about the coronavirus. Pissed about the vaccine. Pissed about politics being entered into the healthcare system. Like, you fucking go to the hospital and they're like, "All right, sir. Why are you here?" We're like, I broke my ankle. And they're like, "Are you Republican or Democrat?" And you're like, "Shit." Like, what does it mean if I answer one or the other? They're like, well,
it's whether or not we give you Evernext.
Right? It depends on how we're going to treat that broken ankle, sir. It could be heroin. It could be fucking Oxycontin.
Just prayer.
It could be prayer.
That's one of the. That's one of the worst pills I've ever had was Oxys. Like, I can't. Yeah. I condone everything else but hillbilly heroin. Like, I'm good, dude.
Right.
If you're gonna do fucking
heroin is hillbilly heroin. Heroin is
hillbilly.
Well, now, yes, of course.
Yeah, how is Oxycontin hillbilly heroin? It's like $20 a pill.
I know, but that's
it made
why.
Sense.
It's because it was a pain medication that's readily available, and heroin sometimes
it was literary. Like, thought it sounded fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't trust the Asian that cooked this.
Dude, how much money I'm paying for my fucking pills? Yeah, no, that's not how that works, man.
It made me itch. I think I'm allergic to them. To be honest with you,
they make everybody's itch. Anyway, what else, Al?
Tim, there's a lot of things. I'm gonna start with fucking my kids because I have to fucking go. I'll be back, but I gotta go for a second.
Okay.
Kids, 2021. Don't have kids.
Well, a lot of things have happened on this show in 2021.
Yes.
Yeah, Thomas has been here for how many episodes you've been here, Thomas?
I think this is the 6th one. No, it's got to be a little bit more than that. Yeah, maybe 6 or 8.
Like 10 or something.
10th, yeah. Look, I went to Cleveland Public Schools. I'm a Negro. I can't count. You got to forget.
Okay. That's fine. We forgive you.
I'm just glad that to be honest with you, if I'm going to make one good, sorry, I had like that thing when you're drinking beer, gas, but, and it's also Chipotle. I did the Chipotle. Literally, I thought to myself, my last job was in Shaker Heights today. And I was like, what can I get that's in like 30 minutes that I know is going to be okay? And immediately went, I'm getting Chipotle. Like, I'm just getting fucking Chipotle. Ate like 3/4 of it. I think I still have a quarter in the refrigerator. But having Thomas on this show has been one, makes it easier for us just to be assholes. Because you can pull shit up and we can talk while you're doing it. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to do any heavy lifting anymore. And Thomas, especially knowing him from the background that I know him from, it's amazing. It's awesome that we could get him on here and make him a part of the show because he definitely takes a lot more of our heavy lifting off of us and allows us just to be total dicks, and that's why I like it.
Agreed.
Kids fucking blow. All right, here we are.
I was in the middle of you racist bastard. I was giving a black man a compliment. How dare you? Just ruin this, you colonizer. How dare you?
I'll colonize
Wakanda
whatever
forever.
the fuck I want. I'm white. That's how it works.
This is mine now. See? Look. This is mine now.
Historically, that's how it fucking works, bro.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how much time I have, so let's
Go
just.
as much as you want.
Well, I'm just saying
I know.
that thing
You
might wake
have a
up.
burden
That one.
that you have to take
Did
care
you say
of.
that thing?
Yes.
He can call
Because,
it a thing. It's half his DNA.
For guys, children aren't children until they're like a good 2.5. Like the first 2.5 years, they're fucking pieces of shit. Then then they're enjoyable. They become enjoyable much later in life. Like it's literally just like shit, piss, and fucking being a mommy's fucking entity for like 2 years. Eventually, they come around. They're like, "Dad's fucking rad," and takes me to smoke cigarettes at the movie theater. But it takes 2.5 years to get to that point. That's all I'm saying. Anywho, I only have one thing to shit out, boys, and it's the fucking holidays. I was in line at the liquor store, as one does on the holidays, and I was thinking, none of these fucking sober Sams come to the liquor store unless it's the holidays. I should get a free pass to the front line. I've been drinking here for fucking 5 years. I gotta wait for fucking shitty ass Sam to get his fucking Bacardi. I'm trying to buy hard shit. It should be whoever has the highest proof goes to the front of the fucking line. Sir, is that straight fucking moonshine? Get up here. We know you, fam. Come on. I fucking sent your kids a birthday card. This guy's trying to buy fucking rum chata, whatever the fuck that is. I think you put it in coffee. I'm just saying, if you're fucking mixing liquor with coffee, you go to the end of the fucking line. If you're not buying Olaf liquor, whatever the fuck that was, or fucking hard-ass liquor, or have a membership. I'm just saying, I should be able to flash my like alcoholic card on the way in, like, yo,
give you a VIP black card member of the
the all I'm saying. I gotta wait
There's-
behind 5 fucking people that haven't drank in their life, and they're at the front counter like, which tequila should I buy? I'm like, any of them. Literally fucking any of them. They all do the same job. They all taste the same. It's all fucking liquor. You go to the end of the line. That's my fucking end of the year rant, boys.
So
People that don't drink liquor don't get to go to the liquor store. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Please, God, don't let my kids wake up.
Alan needs an express pass for the liquor store line.
But
It's just have a black card, and it's a picture of your liver. And it's coming from me. Who's liver?
I had my lipids and all my shit checked this year, and we're fine, fam. It's just get a little fat. Other than that,
So what you're saying is you're going to be able to give Tim a liver if it's his liver.
We're gonna have to share it.
That's actually how liver transplants work. I only need to give him like a quarter of that
give
shit.
a little bit.
So, it's not like the whole thing.
I know someone with 2 livers. Maybe she'll give me some of hers.
Plus, I don't think he needs mine, bro. It's probably like halfway to his. So it's like, you're at 75% now. Like
no one in my family, but blood wise, that would be a match. Has anything to give me? So because they're all messed up.
That's not how livers work, fam. You just you can go get a cow liver and shove it in there, and it's just fucking fist in your liver. It's fine.
Sure, take cow liver. Eating burgers would be weird after that, though, wouldn't it?
No.
I think it would.
No, not at all.
It would.
No, burgers are never weird.
Are you sure? Well, what if you?
How many hot dogs have you ate
today? Alan, here's a question we were talking about earlier. I want your opinion on it, Alan. How many dicks would you suck for freedom,
dude? If anyone asks you how many hot dogs you ate, and your response is today, there is a problem. There is a fucking problem.
Oh shit.
Okay, what's the question? How many dicks would I suck for freedom?
Yes,
for freedom.
All right. Are we talking Joe Biden freedom, or are we talking like Trump freedom?
That's the thing. We were talking about this. Like, if it was like we were being invaded by China, and they're like, we have weapons you didn't expect us to have, and we're going to take you and enslave you all unless you suck this guy right here sucks 10,000 dicks. That's one thing, right? But how about if it's Roe versus Wade, right? If that gets overturned, unless you suck so many dicks, how many dicks would you suck to keep that?
Wait, for Roe v. Wade?
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking woman.
I know.
Jesus.
But it's freedom. That's
Sure,
freedom.
you should be a male feminist.
Yeah.
Oh, male feminism. I will suck half a dick for male feminism.
Have a dick. You just lick the tip.
That's not a good example, Tim. The Roe v. Wade is something that should just exist. That's like saying, like, how many dicks would you suck if we just took away Walmart? Yeah, it's shitty, but it exists. Like, that's just something that should be around.
How about for national health care? How many dicks would you, if you could get everyone on the national health care, if you sucked so many dicks, how many dicks would you suck for national?
Again, Tim, this is like saying, how many dicks would you suck for McDonald's to be around? Yeah, it's shitty, but it should just be around. These are bad questions. You need to rephrase your
I'm not.
question.
No, I'm not. I'm not, because I said for freedom. So, I mean, listen, because if it was a life or death situation,
is McDonald's and Walmart not freedom?
Listen, we had a good conversation about this before. You have to come in and fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
You come in and
you raise your shitty question. Your question is shitty.
Get out of here. You want,
Damn.
freedom isn't free. You gotta get down on your knees. All right. Anyway.
And if you don't put
so basically,
in that inch and a
won't,
five, who will?
He won't suck any dick for freedom, apparently. So
Find like
Alan's
how many dicks
communist.
would I suck for the freedom to buy liquor in front of 10,000 Chads? Now we're in the thousands of
okay,
dicks.
sure. Yeah. How many dicks would you suck for your VIP card? You just get the line at the liquor store card.
A lot of dicks, Tim. A lot of dicks. It just depends. What are we working with? Like, are we talking like are they all the same size?
It's a mixed bag of dicks. It's a mixed bag of random dicks. You don't know what you're getting.
Jesus Christ, Tim! Do you not watch porn? There's
we have
dicks
to
that are the
exclude
size
AIDS
of
dicks
elephant
because I
trunks.
like Alan.
I know. And no, I don't watch porn. We've talked about this before. I know.
What size dick are we talking about? Because there's just a difference between
17-inch.
Oh, you probably see most
Jesus.
of the-
Lexington Steel in his prime.
Damn.
I don't like it, Tim. You need to rephrase the question, sir.
No, this is the
How
question.
many average size dicks? How many big size
Nope.
dicks?
Well, probably overall average, because there's probably going to be some bigger ones and some smaller ones. So average,
African immigrant.
So we're talking like a bell curve of dicks.
Oh God.
Yes, you're going to get the bell curve.
Well,
The bell curve.
What the fuck was that,
I
right?
think what we can do is break this down into a math equation here. So what you're saying is we got a bell curve of wieners.
Yeah.
And so you're saying
Wait, there's got to be a drop down at the end of that bell curve.
well, you're right. It kind of slopes down here, and there's
Yeah,
like a
there
fucking
you
point
go.
here, and there's a point
Don't forget
here.
the hair.
It's where it's
That's
normalized.
true.
And up
You
at
got to
the top
isolate
here,
the top. Oh,
Yeah, up
that's
at the
that's
top here is
That's
like where,
the top.
yeah, so that's like the pinnacle. And what you're saying is, how many dicks would I, and then there's some shit going on like down here. I don't know, Tim. I don't know how I feel about this question.
How about this, man? How about they're going to take away free speech? All right, unless you suck so many dicks.
All the dicks. I'll suck all the dicks for
What
free
the fuck
speech.
free speech am I using except for this podcast?
Right here.
Yeah.
And not just you, everyone.
All right,
Everyone
well,
knows.
that's been the show, folks. No dicks being sucked tonight. I'll fucking see you later. Hang up.
Well, there you have it. Alan won't take one for the team unless he gets a black card to the liquor store.
What?
Hey,
That's not what I said.
the cirrhosis card is very, very hard to get. You have to pay a fee for that, Tim.
We have a
Hey,
chart for
don't
the
even say
cirrhosis
cirrhosis
card.
to me, all right?
Tim, it's just a tough question. Without putting it into perspective, something that I care about, like, hit me with Roe v. Wade. I'm fucking snipped, bitch. I ain't got no Roe v. Wade problems.
You have a
damn.
daughter, though.
No, he's pro-choice. He got snipped.
She's not of age yet. You
Not
asked
yet,
me
she
in
will be.
16 years. It's the same question. Fuck, dude. She's not even. She's 3. Fuck. Jesus
Talking
Christ.
about the future, man. Listen, if it's a lot of dicks, you might have to take them like one a year for however many years. I don't know.
Bro, if you're talking thousands of dick, ain't no one living 1,000 years. 16,000 dicks is still 16 dicks a year, which is way more than anyone should have to take.
I've known some girls that's
except for my
average.
Wife. Whoa, geez.
I've known some girls where you're like, oh yeah, she's sort. I've known some Roger Marises of dick where it's like,
go on, please.
In a single season, you can tell that they were pulling in numbers
with an asterisk next to it. First of all, Alan doesn't know who Roger Maris is. Do you, Alan?
Roger who?
Maris.
Roger Rabbit?
Roger Maris.
Well, I assume if I don't know him, he's a fucking baseball player.
Yeah. Good
yes.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, good guess.
All right. At least I got 3 out of 4. That's nice to know. I popped 3 out of 4 on that. But yeah.
So before can we pull that other story up? We'll have Alan talk about this one.
Yeah, I saw this late in the day. I had to talk about this. Alan can maybe, being a married man, sympathize with this gentleman. He's 80 years old, Italian gentleman by the name of Vito. Of course, his name is Vito, and he's Italian.
Right.
And I think his wife was 63 at the time. I'll wait for Thomas to bring it up so we can read this. This is part of the Daily Mail. The reason that I have a 21-day suspension.
We'll say you
from Facebook.
You all of us.
Unless this dude has a 12-inch dick, I'm not going to be able to relate to him.
No, Italian man. It's
God.
right underneath the QuickBooks thing. Right. Italian man stabbed wife to death after she decided not to have sex with him after he took Viagra. And I feel bad for this guy. I really do. He's 80. He finally decided to get a blue chew.
Did he stab her with his dick?
No, he probably stabbed her.
No, I think that was the problem, Tim.
Yeah, that would have fixed everything.
But like, yeah, she's 63, I believe, and she decided to deny him after he took a lovely
took the blue pill.
Took the blue pill.
Yeah,
it happened on Christmas. In Gradera, Italy. It's in eastern Italy. Happened on Christmas Eve. She was 61 because she refused sex with him after he took a Viagra, which is a very Italian thing to do. Can't get it up. All of a sudden, the machismo comes up, and she's like, "Nah, I don't want the dick tonight." And well, she becomes Vito Andolini.
No, the impression is good.
Alan, here's something hilarious. It's hilarious. Our goal for next year is to get 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Why is this so funny?
Why? Because the show is garbage.
It's completely achievable, Tim. You need to have fucking faith.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I literally know people that stream on Twitch that have like fucking 1,000 followers, and all they do is jerk off, metaphorically. You know. This guy out here taking Viagra. Look, here's my stance on this, boys. If you didn't marry a hot wife, you fucked up. If you want to fucking have sex, marry a hot wife. She knows her fucking wifely duties. This is what I tell my friends. And when they ask me, how often do you have sex? I ask them, did you marry a hot wife? And if they can't answer that question with a yes, then they don't deserve to hear my fucking answer, boys. I married hot for a fucking particular reason.
Well, you
in that article
were in a
sums it up.
video on YouTube that's had a lot of views. So
it's had like 5 views.
Okay, I'll take
that's
more
a
than
lot
us.
of views. But I fucking married hot. Tim knows this. I did it for a reason. I ain't trying to be out here fucking 6-year-old blowing dust. That's why I got the snippy snip, boys. Marry a hot wife. Marry hot and deal with the craziness. There's a bell curve, boys. Let me talk about the hotness. So on this end, we have fucking normal people. Over here, we have hot women. And here, somewhere up here is the crazy. So you got this fucking bell curve, and over, like I said, over here. Look, you get the point, boys. You get the point. Mary Hot.
This is why I send Alan the link every week without telling you guys. Just so we can have this, just in case, this pops up. Also, Alan, you need a nickname. Like, we can't just be Alan. We're gonna have all these new subscribers. We're gonna be, who's this guy? No, he's something else. Suburban Alan.
Come up with his nickname?
Yeah, I think
Techno Alan was one.
Yeah, Techno Alan. Wait,
Techno
I had a
Alan.
good one. T'Challon. It's clearly T'Challon. It's my nickname.
That sounds like a Star Trek character. Yeah. I am T'Challon of the Council.
Tequila,
and then you put just Alan at the end. There we go.
I don't need a lecture right now, Professor. Thank you.
See what you have over on this.
See what we have over here is white privilege.
That's gonna be the new thing.
I will show you.
Over here. All right, I'm done with
this. Is where white privilege lives, and then this is where us lives.
See, way up in the tip is where
is
white
the 1%,
people
and they need to pay their fair share. We understand.
And then way down here is where the round people are.
Which I do believe, by the way.
And you got some things going. All right, we're done with this. We gotta stop. I gotta take the fucking. I gotta take it out of view so I don't use it anymore.
Listen, no, we want that. We want that.
No, we want our John Madden. This is our John Madden just died today. We need our John Madden on this show.
Yeah, that's
John Madden died.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We found out during the show. It was a bug.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna have to change the description of the show now.
Even Alan knows who John Madden is, and he's not a big football fan. Like,
everybody. First off, I hate football. I told you this too. John Madden. Damn.
Get drunk and eat pizza. That's what you do for football. It's an excuse. Yeah.
I'm out of booze. No. I didn't like football till like 10 years ago, and now I do it. Tim's like, you can't like football. You haven't liked football since you grew a penis. Only the people that grew up with a penis can fucking like football.
Your balls drop at 12. You're allowed to watch football.
It's about being a Browns fan.
If you don't like football before you grow hair on your balls, then you're just a fucking fair weather fan. Like, how dare you? You should like some other shitty ass team.
Yes, you have to go through the pain.
This is my knife. Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Don't use it on your wrist.
I get that. I started being a Browns fan when they were successful, but it was out of serendipity. It wasn't out of like, now that they're good, I'm going to be a fan. I've
been sending him like YouTube clips about Browns history, and he won't watch them.
I'm married into it.
He shouldn't.
I'm married into it. Why the fuck would I? It's like saying, hey, if you're a fucking Jew now, if you don't fucking watch the Holocaust, you're a shitty Jew.
Whoa.
No. They get their history. They get their history.
You have to watch Schindler's List 8 times in a row. You have to.
I'm essential to the war effort.
Yeah, you think all these people...
There will be a test. You have to know what Red Right 88 is. You have to know what the fumble and the drive is. You have to know about Bottlegate. That's the one I said on Bottlegate.
Bottlegate's the best.
If you didn't grow up in shit, you can't be shit, Tim. That's just a shitty argument.
You need to learn about Bottlegate, all right? You need to know about...
I saw Bottlegate. No one gives a shit about Bottlegate.
I watched it live on television.
So did I. Just Jacksonville, Dennis Northcutt. Yeah,
it was.
And because I can't be a fucking Browns fan now. Well, boys...
Who was the guy that threw the helmet?
Oh, Orlando Brown. No, Dwayne Rudd.
Dwayne Rudd. I remember going to the week after that against Cincinnati, and everybody in the dog pound was giving him shit. My favorite Browns quarterback ever. Didn't get a shot. Didn't get a shot with the fans. Everybody wanted Dante Culpepper. That man took them to the playoffs.
I thought you were talking about when Garrett knocked out Rudolph.
What?
I thought he was talking about when Garrett knocked out Rudolph at the fucking Browns Steelers.
No.
Who threw the helmet?
That was bullshit. Bullshit.
Dwayne Rudd, that was the thing. It was the Browns basically had a game won, but this guy Dwayne Rudd took his helmet off too early. So,
celebrated like an asshole.
Yeah.
No,
so they gave him a 15-yard penalty and brought, I believe, Kansas City into field goal range and gave him an extra play, and then they won the game.
That was like the last game where they missed 2 fucking PI calls and 2 fucking face helmet and face pad calls and just.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Alan, do you know how to pronounce the new kicker's last name?
Oh boy,
the new kicker's last name?
Yeah, Google the Browns' new kicker.
Hold on. I know he's new.
We're gonna put
Browns new kicker. Here we go.
Dun, dun.
First
McLaughlin?
No,
he's
the
gone.
other one.
The other one? Who's the other? Comma. The other one. That should work. That always works. Oh God, it's getting worse. All right. Kevin Stefanski.
No, it's the coach.
That's the coach.
I don't see. Can you put it up on the thing? I'm tired of Googling.
Yes, Google. Thomas, Google the player's name.
Yeah, I did
the
it.
Kicker's name. He's got a great name for a kicker. And
Bill Dawson.
No,
he's one of the greatest of all time.
He was the GOAT.
It's not on here. It's not. It's just the Google's.
Browns kicker versus Packers. Put that.
Okay. Browns kicker versus.
I'm gonna see who wins this first. Who gets it?
Oh wow!
What the fuck? Dude, it doesn't. There's nothing.
Oh wow!
You just pull it up for him, Thomas.
All right, is it on the thing?
I'm about to get it right now.
Yeah, just put it up there because I am apparently shitty at Googling things.
You know what? I think they're afraid to put
Yeah.
it on
Yeah,
there.
they must be because it's not on there. Like, it's not on the internet.
Google scrubbed it. Like, we can't have this.
Yeah, what's his last week? Browns. I can't find it, guys. It's like not up here.
Hold on, I'm trying to, because it is difficult. Or they're like,
That's
no.
Yeah, they
hilarious.
took it off the internet. Can you someone just
They
spell it?
scrubbed it. That
Put it in
is
chat. Put it in
amazing.
chat.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
Pete Thomas is not up, bro. Am I right?
Big
It's not
Tech
up there.
really worked
Oh, wait a
hard.
minute. Here we go.
Oh, okay, we found it. We found it.
Here
All
we
right.
go. Here we go. Wait.
I hate to be the conspiracy theorist
It
here,
says
but I
Chase
guarantee
McLaughlin.
you it's
That's
too
what everything
close.
says.
I think because of his name, people are like, I
They
don't know if I
reported
post
it.
that.
Guarantee you, there's some SJWs that support that like
It's not
reported
up
that
there.
last name.
Okay, here we go.
News fit, whatever. Get out.
Oh God,
There he is.
Uh-oh.
Chris.
Nagar.
People who annoy
Nagar.
you. People who annoy you.
People who
Can I
talk
say
too
this on
loud in
TV?
movie theaters.
Am I allowed to say this on TV? Nagar. That's what it is.
It is absolutely that name, sir.
Oh my god.
Nagar.
Whoa! All right. Richard,
Yeah, but anyway,
time out.
that Nagar had a shitty game.
Dude,
Come on, dude. Come on. Man.
Look at Thomas.
It's a
Nagar kick
not right.
for shit.
That Nagar.
It's not right, man. It's not right, man.
It's the last show of the year. Who gives
It's
a
fine.
shit?
We can say
That's
that
not good,
McLaughlin sucks. It's fine. That McLaughlin sucks, and that Nagar sucks.
No, Nagar's pretty good compared to McLaughlin.
It's not good, man.
He definitely likes the white women, that Nagar.
Oh.
See, always Ray takes it too far. It was already redlining, and Ray's like,
You know what? That
I'll
wasn't
take
too
it.
far. That was acceptable. I give it.
See? You know
Someone
what?
answered,
I'm okay. I am okay. All right.
He didn't even do that well, right? I mean, am I right? He didn't even. He missed an extra point, didn't he? Missed a field
You
goal.
missed
He
the
didn't-
extra point, yeah.
That was a big part of the whole game, because then we missed the 2-point conversion. We lost by 2. So yeah.
And they didn't even try. And you know what? Kevin Stefanski had no faith in that Nagar to get us a field goal.
I can't condone this.
Nagar's
Yeah, that's why
lazy
we
at
weren't
practice.
running
That's what
the
he
ball.
is.
I can't condone this.
Oh, get over your white guilt. For God's sake.
You
do
see,
not know
all
why
right,
we
back
have
to the
a black
whiteboard, boys.
producer?
We got a fucking.
There's a bell curve. And it's 12 inches long.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
man.
fuck!
This
I
is
love
why we
this
bring out
show.
Alan's like the closer. He's like our Bob Wickman.
No, I'm not. You guys do all the heavy lifting.
He's more like Jose Mesa. Can we?
Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes he'll blow it. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes he'll blow it.
Stop saying baseball names. I don't like it. I don't like it. Listen,
Alan, we have to go to several Guardians games. Hopefully,
yes.
We'll definitely need to go to the fights in Columbus. Definitely.
Oh yeah. Did you talk to Ray about that? Are we going? Are we doing this or what?
What I'm doing, here's what I'm doing for that. A buddy of mine that I've gone to 2 UFCs with, I'm going with him, and a girl I'm seeing possibly, and because he looked at me and was like, "Oh, I'm spending big money." So okay, I gave him a cap though of $200.
All right,
that's not my cap. I'm just
here's the deal.
Telling Alan how much he owes me.
Here's the deal, buddy. We have to buy better tickets than Ray.
I know. I was thinking the exact same thing.
So
I just want to be inside. I don't care.
I will pay for the whole thing. You just make sure we get better tickets than Ray. Even if it's like one row up and we can just turn around and fucking.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
I want to make sure that we get better tickets than Ray. Make it happen. I'll fucking fund the whole thing. You just let me know, fam.
I'm already ready. I already got the alarm set. Not really, but
and we're gonna do a
10 a.m. on the
podcast
14th,
at Alan's house.
14th, 10 a.m. I gotta buy those tickets. I'm gonna be ready. Hopefully, all my internet works and Ticketmaster sucks.
I hung up the Cowboy Bebop poster.
There you go.
I'm
That's
sad
where Ray
that they
can sleep
canceled
right there in
that,
the
by the
basement.
way.
Me too, buddy. Me too. So yeah, Tim, we need to go to that, and we can
Sure.
Yeah, we can make accommodations here. For the most part, there's like one guest room, one basement room, but we can figure shit out. If I gotta pay for a hotel, we'll fucking figure it out. But yeah, let's hang out, let's party. When is that? What month is it?
March.
The end of March, like March 20. It's whatever the last Saturday in March.
And I'm planning on going to Houston for UFC 270 when that goes on sale.
March 26th.
So it's the end of March, and then when is the Houston thing, Ray?
February.
Okay, so you're doing that. Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking about staying with. I got to message him tomorrow and see if I can possibly stay at my buddy's house in Houston. But I want to go down to Houston for like a week, hang out, and then go to Columbus that Saturday in March. Like I want to go to 2 UFC shows this year.
At least that one. Because I mean they were supposed to come in 2020, that didn't happen. So 2 years later, finally coming down, and the card's looking good so far. So. The guy that knocked Cody Garbrandt out's fighting again. He's fighting on that card. Yeah,
that fight fucking blew.
It did, but good for Kara France. I like Kara France. I mean, I wanted Cody to win, obviously, but him and Askar is going to be great. And then the main event, Blachowicz, Rakic, and then
I'm so excited for that. I finally get to remember a Jan Blachowicz fight.
You think that, but it's going to be a main event. You're going to be probably plastered by the time that happens.
No, I'll make sure because. I remember vividly not remembering Jan Blachowicz fighting at UFC 210.
Yeah, you remember not remembering. Okay. I've never been to a
dabs
UFC
before that.
event.
So.
I've been to a Bellator, but never a UFC, so I'm very excited. And yeah, that one definitely needs to happen.
You'll love. That's why, Alan, let me know. The day they go on sale, I want to get us all in a section together.
Dude, that would be great. I would be totally down to get in the same section. Let's just make it happen. And then Tim, we'll buy those tickets and then buy tickets one row and
we'll sit by them for a minute, but when the main card starts, we'll go to the good seats. Yeah,
exactly. Mm-hmm. So just make it.
Yeah, you buy 2 tickets.
I'm just kidding. Let's all sit in the same row. Let's go. Fun.
I'm down.
Columbus is a lot of fun. Show up early. We'll go eat. We'll have some fun times.
Nation,
I gotta fucking go.
Yeah, we're about to.
Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you.
Guys. Good to see you. Sorry, I fucking only had one thing, but
it's okay.
It's all good. We'll give it to Alan for his amazingness. Yes.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Good to see you guys. I'll catch you next year.
Happy New
Year.
Catch
you next year, baby. All right, Tim. I think
that's it.
We should leave on that. This is probably our longest episode. Well, no,
it's not.
We had
pretty close though. I mean, we're about. It's like 340 something or 350 or something.
350. Yeah, 343 right now. It's our probably second longest episode. Or no?
You know what the best part about that is? There weren't even any fights. But we didn't talk about fights. So we talked about the year of fights, and we had the Platas, and we had the Hero of the Week stuff, and no one watched this episode because no one likes us, and
we have.
Yeah, but we got to do better. Another thing on the goal list is help Thomas help us, which I don't know what that means exactly, but just make sure that like give him what the clips we want, make sure that blah blah blah, so he can get it done, do it as fast as possible.
And
help us.
But I will say we've had a big uptick in episodes in the last about
72
3 months
this year. Okay.
So I mean we've done a lot. We appreciate every single human being that has clicked on us. Please, Tim's dying. Do us a favor, thumbs up, subscribe, and beat that notification bell so you can always know when we're going live. Comment. The comment section is always open here. We appreciate anybody that wants to even, as long as it's not a Nigerian prince offering us money, I am perfectly fine.
No, I would take that too. That'd be pretty entertaining.
It would be.
Us playing into it. Like, let's look up land in Nigeria. Oh man, this is gonna be a good deal. Good deal.
So, we're gonna get 4 gold bars for this. This is a good trade.
How much land in the metaverse are we gonna get for this?
But we appreciate everybody that has watched the Bro Plata this year.
You do a lot.
Ringing in 2022, we're definitely gonna be a better show. I think especially since we have a production guy now in Thomas, who get a round of applause for Thomas, by the way, for joining the crew. We love you, man. Honestly, if it wasn't for you right now, Tim would probably be quitting and I'd be talking into a StreamYard stream. So,
I mean, the thing is, I enjoy doing it a lot, so I don't want to quit. But the thing is, it's just if we don't do better next year by a lot, it just seems like we're just.
Yeah, but I think we have some plans and we have some ideas. And we will definitely be back in 2022, even better and harder than we ever have been. And
80-year-old Italian with Viagra hard. That hard.
80 yes, just you can beat a deer with it. It's that hard.
Jesus.
And we appreciate every single human being that is tuned in to the Bro Plata. And Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to the MMA holes. We love you guys. You guys stopped in earlier. Thank you for everything you've done. We wouldn't have nearly anyone if it wasn't for you guys when it comes to audience level.
Yeah, I was like, we were getting like 1, 2, 3 views.
And then they took over. And
then we got 14, 15, 16 views.
I mean, we also had those episodes where, and for the people that watched in our highest episodes, which I think stands at a little over 200 for both, we appreciate you guys so much and thank all of you. And 2022 is going to be amazing. So once again, I say it every time, every show, every year that we do the Bro Plata podcast. And that is, we will see y'all at the Kumite, fam.
So did we figure out how many dicks we would suck for freedom? Have we figured that out? We'll work on it. We'll do the math. We'll have a legitimate fine number next episode. So look, next episode, 20 double deuce. Can we call it that? 20 double deuce. Roadhouse.